My name is James Rowlands, and in 2015 I started the WNR podcast with my friend
Dan White. And every month we bring you the latest collections, newest content, 205 Live and the crown jewel of the WNR NXT update.
Also each month the latest pay-per-views, and we are live not only for the Big Four but every takeover as well.
Plus, in 2019, we go back 20 years and witness the Attitude Rise and the WCW's demise.
Until we've watched everything, we are with you, and we are the WNR. Yes, hello, I am James Rowlands, and as always, I'm joined by
Dan White.
And today it's the WNR257. It's WWE Survivor Series. We've had 2 hours of build-up, and now we're finally going to do it. Dan, are you excited for the event?
I am very excited, Joe. I think it could be a huge experience. It's the first time NXT have been involved in this, so I think they're going to bring something great.
Without a shadow of a doubt, before we do anything, let's do the alternate intro. And did you think this fool could never win? Well, look at me. I'm coming back again. I've got a taste of love in a simple way. If you need to know why I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. I'm still all this time picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Yeah. So it is a Survivor Series. We are looking forward to it. Dan, we do a prediction league. Do you want to explain this prediction league for everybody?
Yes, we have 3 prediction leagues. We've got the WWE Pay-Per-View Prediction League, we've got the NXT Prediction League, and we have the Bonus Prediction League. We've kind of tied up the NXT Prediction League, which you heard on Wednesday.
Yes.
During the NXT Pay-Per-View. We've got this one and I think one more WWE Pay-Per-View to go of the year. So, you know, there's still a lot to pay for, and especially the bonus leagues as well, where we've got the year-end predictions going on to that will release later next month.
Yeah, without a doubt. So the bonus predictions will come into play next month. NXT finished 5-5, so it means we both get 2 points each for the league win. And at the moment, pay-per-views are 9-6. But with 2 left, you can only have a 1 point swing. And all the points are vital as we come to year-end. Every point matters, as we always say. It is never over. But tonight it's about Survivor Series, and like I said, we're looking forward to it. We did have a fully functioning kickoff as well, and we wondered which way it would go. We started off with a tag team battle royal, which was won by Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode for SmackDown. Of course, we didn't do the points for this, did we?
No. So them ones don't count. We also had NXT or a Cruiserweight Championship match as well. Lio Rush, Akira Tozawa, and Sin Cara, Kalisto.
And then, of course, we started off then we had the Viking Raiders versus New Day versus the Undisputed Era, which we actually had on predictions. So we actually will start off with predictions now quickly. And Dan, it's my turn to go first. So I have gone for, in this match, the Viking Raiders experience this match.
I went for the new Raw champions. I also went for Viking Raiders Experience of War.
You got my hopes up then, and then you dashed them straight away. What did you think of the match, what we saw of it?
It wasn't a terrible match. I don't think it was deserving of the Undisputed Era to be on the kickoff show, but what else would have been on there in that place? It wasn't a terrible match, to be fair.
No.
I think, you know, all 3 teams done well. The right team won in the Viking Raiders War experience.
Yeah, but I feel a bit more excitement this year for Survivor Series than I have done before, with the fact of NXT involved. And as we go into the main show, it is 1-1-1 between Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So who knows what can happen. We've got 7 matches scheduled for the main show here tonight. We've got fireworks to start us off. It feels like a bigger occasion, doesn't it? It feels more special here in Chicago.
Yes, I'm wondering when we're going to start hearing the CM Punk chants as well.
Right, I've got told we've got some big news on kickoff. What match will start the pay-per-view as well?
Yes, the Women's Survivor Series matchup will kick off the pay-per-view.
And we can't wait to get things started here for Survivor Series. It feels like a big night. What match are you looking forward to the most?
The Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne match. I think that's going to be the show scene. What about yourself?
I think the women's match is something that's really going to keep our eyes on. I think there's a lot of stuff here tonight that's interesting as well. But I think I've got to agree with you. Cole and Dunn, if they're given enough time, I think can be a cracking match. But we're going to start off here prediction-wise, Dan. Who have you gone for in this one?
I have gone for, I have gone for Team NXT to win this one.
I thought it was a women's title, mate. Is it Team NXT to win? All right, so it's Team... I thought it was Bayley. So, women's traditional, you got NXT. I've gone for Team Raw to start us off.
Well, NXT, where we had all of our predictions the same, we have gone different.
And you've won the last two pay-per-views as well, so you've been on a roll. Here comes Team SmackDown. Of course, you've got Nikki Cross,
Dana Brooke,
Carmella,
Lacey Evans,
and the team captain, Sasha Banks. And here comes my pick, Team Raw. Points matter tonight. Perfect score still out. We should say points after the first one. We both got one each, so this is vital in this one. And Team Raw, Charlotte's coming out here.
Flanked by Natty,
Oscar,
Sarah Logan,
and of course, Kairi Sane. And this is the team that's most impressing me in this one. Well, you've got Charlotte and Oscar in the same team. But pick a better team than that. What you think NXT is?
Yeah.
No.
Rhea Ripley, Tony Storm, Candice LeRae.
How much damage?
Io, the fucking psychopath, Shirai.
Apart from Tony Storm, all these women were in War Games last night and suffered a hell of a beating. How can they be on the same page for this one? That's why I'm backing Raw. You can't go against Charlotte Flair.
If you can go through War Games and come out on the other side still breathing, James, a Survivor Series elimination match is going to be a walk in the fucking park.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens here with our views so opposed. I haven't.
You honestly think Raw is
Why do you think NXT is going to win this one?
Rhea Ripley and Tony Storm, Io Shirai, Candice LeRae and Bianca Belair with the beautiful long hair.
So just because of who the team are, I think Team Raw is going to be stronger. So it's going to be 3-on-3 traditional Survivor Series rules, I guess, with eliminations.
Indeed, yes.
We see a lot of eliminations in this match.
Absolutely, yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but aside from Natalia, everyone else has come from NXT.
Well, a lot of them have got strong NXT ties tonight, so if one of them was going to turn their backs to help the other, NXT have got a lot of people there. That would see it might be the other way around. Maybe Raw SmackDown have paid off one of the NXTs as the women's jaw jacking here. And Nikki Cross famously with last women's standing match against Oscar, and now one's for Raw, one's for SmackDown.
Io Shirai and Kairi Sane once teamed up when those both faces. Both have gone for a drastic change and both are heels now.
There are going to be some interesting face-offs in this match.
I like these. They've been lowered down.
So we're going to start off now. There's going to be Sarah Logan for Raw in there.
Tony Storm for the winning team NXT.
And Lacey Evans for SmackDown.
Who no one cares about. SmackDown's going to win it.
Yeah, no one cares about SmackDown, so that means SmackDown's going to get the victory. And Lacey Evans here. It's going to be triple threat, slamming down Tony Storm. And already mopping her brow.
The sassy Southern Belle.
I'm a lady.
Well, Logan and Storm are going to work together to take out the sassy Southern Belle. Nikki Cross has got a tag in. Lacey Evans has been eliminated from the Royal Rumble, but this isn't the Royal Rumble, so it doesn't count.
Survivor says Nikki Cross got the tag. And Cross has come in, and you wouldn't bet against her for Team SmackDown. It's wearing all blue tonight.
One thing you're not going to see is pins getting interrupted by opposing teams.
There's no point, otherwise you'd be here forever.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is just going to be job done. Referee will be in control of this. It is going to be different to anything we've ever seen at Survivor Series, but Logan now just screaming at Tony Storm.
Nikki Cross jumps on Logan's back, choking her out. Oh, but she drops Nikki Cross onto Tony Storm.
I think Sarah Logan is definitely the wild card when it comes to Team Raw. It might be the unkept diamond. We know what all the other women can do. Logan's desperately going for either woman, but neither of them managed to be kept down.
Well, her husband's already won a match tonight. Nikki Cross.
And now Sarah Logan's got hold of Nikki Cross and Tony Storm.
Oh, German suplexes the pair of them. Look at her strength. Unmatchable there from Tony Storm. Tony Storm. And again, no relation to James Storm.
Well, now Sarah Logan getting the tag. And it's going to be Io Shirai in there. Carmella and Kairi Sane. We were talking about this face-off.
Oh, wow. How are these two women going to go? I mean, they was the Sky Pirates.
Yeah, it looks like Carmella is the odd one out at the moment. And Carmella now getting sick of not being any attention paid to her. And this might not help.
Tags in Dana Brooke almost immediately after receiving a couple of slaps. And now here we go. Io Shirai and Kairi Sane tying up. He was unsure whether this was going to happen, but it is for brand supremacy.
And look what Shirai can do. Just so easy. Now here comes Kairi Sane.
Hair scissors takedown.
And the Pirate Princess, former NXT Women's Champion. Oh,
trying to run the ropes, but runs into her foot instead. Oh, a seated dropkick to the head.
There's one thing about Shirai. She dived off a 15-foot cage last night. You wouldn't be able to tell tonight. She looks to be having the time of her life. Now,
takedown into a cover. Why is Dana Brooke trying to break it up?
Brooke just maybe take advantage, but she is an awful wrestler, let's not forget. That's now getting rolled up by Io, but only getting a 1.
Io Shirai's just been thrown into Kairi Sane, and Dana Brooke hits a pair of them with her handspring back elbow.
Well, she's in the right corner. Will she cause a huge upset, eliminating 2 of the most dangerous women on the opposing team?
Sen hits its mark. Oh no, Kairi Sane managing to kick out.
If Dana Brooke eliminates Io Shirai, we riot, alright?
Absolutely.
And now Lacey Evans in. SmackDown's team just needs to go home at this moment in time.
Apart from Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross can join NXT, that's fine.
And Sasha Banks can join Team Raw.
Yeah. And now Lacey Evans getting rolled up by Candice LeRae.
And that response is a slap. Well, I don't think LeRae's going to take that as she delivers a slap and a few chops of her own. Asuka's a bit tentative about getting into the ring. Comes charging towards them. LeRae sidesteps and plants the elbow into them both. Throws Asuka down. Oh, and steps on her back and hits a senton. Lovely.
And Asuka, one of the most dangerous women in WWE before. Now cannon fodder in this match, but Candice LeRae, that was lovely off the second rope.
1, 2. Oh.
No. Lacey Evans managing to kick out. We've still not seen elimination yet.
Now watch your backs because Rhea Ripley's in the match. She just takes Lacey Evans off the apron. Asuka in, rolling through. Got the Asuka lock in. Oh. And Bianca Belair with her long hair saves the day. Gets taken out by Natty.
Oh, things are breaking down. Here comes Nikki Cross.
A swinging net breaker. Io Shirai to take out Cross. Charlotte to take out Shirai. LeRae to take out Charlotte.
Here comes Carmella to take out LeRae. Super kick.
Toni Storm to take out Carmella.
The German suplex. Here comes Dana Brooke with the insecurity to Toni Storm.
Sarah Logan for Dana Brooke.
Just slams her down face first. Now Sasha Banks.
Backstabber. And now the bosses stand in tall on the team that neither of us went for.
No. It's not good omens at the moment. Sasha Banks got the attitude to actually win this. We talked about on the live show. Sasha Banks has the ability to win this herself for her team. She commands the entire locker room. Now NXT just trying to regain their bearings. And Shine the Ray down and the officials getting called. What's that, Dan? Sorry? Or did you just go...
Well, I'll just let a sigh of disbelief out, and I'm certainly not happy with that. But you've got to remember, James, that Rhea Ripley beat Shayna Baszler and co. in a 2-on-4 disadvantage.
Yeah, and it was lightning in it, you know, and how often does lightning strike twice?
Well, if you're in the right place with the right rod, quite often.
I don't think you're allowed with your rod out.
You never mentioned anything about rods. Apart from Mr. Stewart.
Oh, now SmackDown Raw waving goodbye to Candice LeRae and Io Shirai. And like I said, the numbers game for Raw and SmackDown. And they'll be back. They'll be back to win for their team. I feel better than not. They're gone.
Well, they've got to have some equilibrium issues, especially after going through hell in War Games.
Well, a shadow of a doubt. Now they've got to regroup. Bianca Belair, Toni Storm, Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley must think to herself, I'm a bit unlucky when it comes to this. I'm a bit unlucky.
Fucking Flaming Goliath.
Oh, I'm not going to fucking pick them on my team again. And here comes Charlotte Flair, the captain.
Oh, it's a captain square off. Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, and Rhea fucking Ripley.
Well, which way will this go? Banks is cocky enough, and Ripley doesn't really seem to care she's in there. Two of the women that changed everything in WWE.
Well, Rhea Ripley saying, look, I'm going to beat you later. I'm going to tag in Bianca Belair because she's got nice hair.
Well, Ripley got the victory on SmackDown, let's not forget, pinning Charlotte. So Charlotte wants some revenge there, and Sarah Logan tags herself in. Now we've got the two powerhouses of your team.
And Nikki Cross, the crazy batshit one.
And Nikki Cross will fight all day for a cause.
She wants to play a game.
I know who did that, and a net breaker to Logan.
Bianca Belair throws Cross to the outside. Gets met with a shoulder to the midsection and a drop kick through the ropes from Cross. And then Nikki flying off with a crossbody. Taking out all of Team NXT.
And now Nikki Cross with a huge forearm shots, but referee's counting at the moment, and she doesn't care. She's got the whole NXT, now Rhea Ripley's got her on her shoulders. Oh, Belair rolling up Nikki Cross in the ring. It's got the ropes.
Yes.
Yeah, but oh no, it's horrible Nikki Cross is gone.
But it is good that the numbers are less out of NXT's favour.
Well, SmackDown down to 4 now, they've got to be careful. When Raw's got 5.
Did it wrong.
And here comes Carmella.
Spinning head scissors to Belair. Super kick to the face of Logan. But Nikki Cross but Bianca Belair and her power just plants Carmella, who rolls out the ring.
We'll hit the Yakabella, but then Carmella rolls to the outside. Logan with Blair in the wrong part of town now. And Ripley looks happy, even though the numbers aren't on the side right now.
Oh, she knows numbers don't matter.
And you talk about confidence as well, like I said, picking up a huge... It's got to be flowing through the veins.
Absolutely.
Logan with a huge headbutt. Oh! Here comes Logan!
Takes out Storm and Ripley. Why the fuck is everyone picking on Team NXT, for fuck's sake?
Well, they come here, they cause trouble, and now Logan's going to go up and put Belair... Oh, no.
Ripley grabs hold of her foot, though.
And Belair now at the moment has been the MVP of NXT. He's in there looking for another elimination.
Who tosses her over. Oh, takes Oscar out. Handspring back elbow.
Well, the pin gets interrupted, and Oscar might be happy about that.
No, Belair managing to kick out.
Logan can't put it away.
SmackDown.
Carmella, isn't it? No.
Yeah, where is she, though?
Eliminate.
No, I mean, where's... Yeah, but someone else comes in.
And now Belair on the top. Oh, my God. 450.
1, 2, 3. And Belair with an elimination to James's Team Raw.
The second elimination of the night. Blair's bringing it. But watch your back because Charlotte's in. Well, see that, Logan. You did all right for Raw. And Charlotte saying, bring it. See, my team captain is not scared of anybody, and she wants Belair to bring it. Well, Blair looking for the go-behind, but gets caught with a good old elbow.
The old facey elbow.
Blair using one of her own, but a huge clothesline. Now, finally, Carmella's in.
Don't you dare. 1, 2. Oh.
Oh, he can't eliminate Charlotte. That couple of super kicks to the face. And Carmella back in. Of course, Nikki Cross, the only one to be truly eliminated at the moment. And Sarah Logan.
Charlotte with a big boot to Carmella, knocking off the apron. Bianca Belair with a roll-up. Oh, but only getting a 2 count.
2. That's twice now Charlotte nearly got caught. Blair looking good, but Charlotte can turn it. And a huge boot to the face. And Charlotte smirking.
No, James, she hasn't got a cigarette in her gob. She's got a smile on her face because she thinks she's going to take Belair out.
Kicking Carmella away, but Carmella comes back to fight. And here comes Mella with a head scissors.
A kick to the head. Charlotte trying to fight it.
Oh, my God. Charlotte powering up Carmella. And Charlotte now can't see what she's doing, but Carmella, a hurricane runner.
Into Belair. No, Charlotte managing to kick out. Straight into the cover on Belair, who kicks out as well. Back to Charlotte, who kicks out. Back to Belair, who kicks out.
Well, Carmella can't put away Charlotte.
Or Belair.
Charlotte is tough.
So's Belair.
Belair's been in a long time now.
Think of 2 pins.
And Carmella picking Belair up, just hitting her with a super kick.
But no, Belair managing to get the shoulder up at 2.
2.
Charlotte with natural selection. 1, 2, 3.
Bye-bye, Carmella. Smack 3. And Charlotte looks so good right now. Raw seems fresh. Got the numbers advantage again. Sasha Banks comes in.
Kairi Sane gets the tag in. And Toni Storm's got the tag in as well.
So we got NXT equal with SmackDown in this one. And Banks in just taking out Sane and Storm. It's kind of, I don't want to say a dream match, but it's great to see someone like, Kairi Sane and even, especially Toni Storm involved with someone like Sasha Banks.
Absolutely, yeah.
And a spinning back fist by Sane taking down Storm. Both of these women won the Mae Young Classic tournament. And now Sane going to go up for the insane elbow. Takes out Storm, goes for the cover.
No, Banks with the save. 1, 2, 3. Yes!
Oh, why would you eliminate Raw for?
Yes.
And Oscar not happy with that and just throws Sasha Banks down.
And all the numbers are equal. And now Oscar's just having a kick in time.
And Oscar now, look at her. Look at when she can go. She's better than anybody in the world. Let's hope tonight's the night. Look at that. Taking out Toni Storm and Sasha Banks. You want to light the fire under Oscar? Eliminate Kairi Sane. Oscar kick. Taking out Dana Brooke. And she's eliminated. SmackDown down to 2.
I'm causing it as I sees it. And I think Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks and Rhea Ripley are going to be the last 3 standing for the teams.
Oh no, Oscar and Charlotte arguing. Oh no, come on now.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No, come on, Oscar. Oh, for God's sake. Charlotte just saying, come on. Oh, Charlotte. Why would you take out Oscar?
For the same reason she ended her streak. No reason at all.
Oh, Lacey Evans looking for the women's right, but Charlotte's there, trying to do it all herself. Why would you do that with Oscar? I don't know what you're smirking about. NXT's only got 2 members left.
Your team's going to explode. No, they've got 3 members left, mate.
Oh, yeah, 3 members, be lucky. Oh, God, Oscar's in with Charlotte.
Miss to the face! Yes, Oscar! I knew I loved you.
And Charlotte can't believe it. She can't see it. Oh, this is great. Well done, Oscar.
Come on, Carmella. Take her out. Or Lacey Evans.
And Oscar's just cost Charlotte and maybe Raw.
Boom! Women's right. 1, 2, 3. Boom!
And Charlotte is eliminated and Dan is very happy.
And Natty has a very concerned look on her face.
Lacey Evans gets rolled up.
2. No, kick out.
Oh, now Raw is in serious trouble. Only 1 left.
Toni Storm comes in to interrupt the match but gets an elbow to her face for her troubles. Natty just plants Lacey Evans. Toni hits out with a dropkick.
And Natalya now trying to roll up Lacey Evans.
3. She does.
Well, only Sasha Banks left to SmackDown. Natalya and Lacey Evans had problems in the past.
So 1 member for Raw, 1 member for SmackDown, and how many? 1, 2, 3 members of Team NXT.
Well, 3 for NXT. Well, Raw and SmackDown need to team up to get rid of NXT. That's the only way now.
But you can't team up if you're both on your asses because Toni Storm's handing it to you.
And now Natalya looking to it. Oh, no, trying to reverse Toni Storm. Trying to get in a sharpshooter. And Sasha Banks gets out of Toni Storm
That's
as well.
cheating! Come on, Red!
Come on, Storm! Tap out!
Ripley can both face.
Tap out, Toni. Yeah! Toni Storm taps. Right, Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, Natalya and Sasha Banks now. Come on, you got to get rid of NXT. Get rid of them. Raw of SmackDown's fine. And Natalya's going to power up Belair, and here comes Sasha Banks. Heart attack! Banks in the cover!
1, 2, 3, and we've got 1 NXT, 1 SmackDown, 1 Raw. Dan, are you still confident? I am, yes, because the one remaining for NXT is the woman who pinned the NXT Women's Champ, Rhea Ripley.
Right now, though, if you had to pick these 3, I would go for Sasha Banks.
I'll go for SmackDown, yeah.
So we'll see what happens. And Natalya and Banks going to team up, or are they in cahoots? Are we going to see some shenanigans? I think if it's anything, Banks is going to eliminate Natalya.
She's going to pretend they're going to go against each other, then she's going to turn on her. 3, 2,
Yeah,
1.
there we go.
Boom!
Shot to the face, Banks
1,
in the cover
2,
2.
3.
And Team Raw's gone. I've gone.
Yes, you have, what's less than 1? 0 chance of winning this match. I still have half a chance.
Are you confident?
Yes.
Will Rhea Ripley have a fantastic weekend, beating Charlotte on Friday, winning War Games last night, and then beating Sasha Banks at Survivor Series for her team?
If only Io Shirai and Candice LeRae came back. That'd be awesome.
Oh, now Rhea Ripley just taking it to Banks. Banks trying to fight back.
Ducking a clothesline attempt. Plants Banks face first into the mat. Running drop kick as well. Into the cover. 1, 2. Oh.
No, Banks managing to kick out.
Oh.
She's still in this one. And Ripley now seems to have the advantage. And she seems fresh as a daisy at the moment.
Despite going through hell in War Games.
Throwing Banks, goes for the clothesline. Banks dodges.
Banks turning it round into a lovely guillotine. But look at Rhea Ripley. She's not having any of it. Powers Banks up. But Banks on the back of Ripley.
And now Banks trying to get Ripley to go to sleep. Banks looking for a full elimination of the match. And Ripley desperately trying to get Banks off her.
Throws her over her shoulder.
Now here comes Ripley running in, but Banks dropped toe hold.
Ripley face first into the second turnbuckle. Double knees.
Now look at that, vicious by Sasha Banks.
Well, it's a 50-50 split in the fans. Half are going for Rhea, half are going for Sasha. Sasha's saying it's done.
I'm backing Ripley at this point as Banks on the second rope. Looking to put Ripley away. Oh!
Double knees from the top. 1, 2, no. Ripley managing to kick out.
Well, that should have been it. Was it Banks? Maybe thinking it was job done, but Ripley showing heart now. A huge NXT chant now.
Oh, that does apply to both women.
And now Banks again with a knee to the back of the head, but maybe taking too long. Here comes Banks again. Off catches her.
Big boot to the face. Ripley into the cover, scrabbling into it. But no, Banks only getting a shoulder up at 2.
2. And now Ripley's going to go for the submission. Try and put Banks down with this.
The inverted cloverleaf.
And this is a dangerous submission. Banks in all sorts of trouble.
And she can't crawl to the ropes.
Banks
manages to roll through.
Getting a Banks statement in.
Ripley's going to power out though.
Ripley struggling to get to the ropes. But she's got a bit of height advantage to try and get there.
She's got strength advantage as well.
And Ripley there fading. Banks realising, turning it.
Crossface.
But Ripley there gets to
Candice LeRae and Io Shirai making her way back down to ringside.
Banks with a DDT and a Banks statement.
LeRae and Shirai pulling Ripley out though.
Well, are they legal? I mean, I don't know.
They weren't eliminated, but they have been taken out by Banks.
Well, maybe that's the advantage NXT needs.
Ripley sending Banks back first into barricade.
And Ripley sending Banks into the apron. Well, this is NXT's to lose right now. And now Ripley coming in. Looking for the riptide to end things.
It's over.
I'm going to put you down. And here we go, riptide time. Banks is done.
No, backslide. Catches the big boot.
Oh,
responds
my
with a knee to the jaw.
God. And Io on the apron. Candice back in as well. All sorts of shenanigans.
Shirai, seated dropkick off the top. While the referee was distracted. Into the riptide.
Oh, God.
Plants it. 1, 2, 3. Count it, bitch.
You're so happy about a point at Survivor Series. Team NXT win, and Dan, you are happy about that. I think you're happy about that. I'm not quite sure. Smug mode engaged for you. What did you think of the match?
I thought it was very good. Not just because of the result. I'm not kind of
I
sure.
thought it was the best match ever.
I'm not quite sure, like what happened. With Io Shirai and Candice LeRae, were they in cahoots with their team leader all along, trying to play a bit of possum?
Hello, possums.
Or were they genuinely injured? Was they a bit kind of lethargic from the War Games match last night? But overall, it was quite a good match, very enjoyable. Brilliant way to kick off the show.
Yeah, well, it was all right, wasn't it? Maybe it went a little bit too long, but it worries me about the rest of the card. Hopefully, we'll get through in other ones. It was all right, a little bit confusing at times, but job done, I suppose, when it comes to starting off Survivor Series.
And let's have a little recap of the points.
And the points now, it is 2-1 to Dan, but with still plenty of time left. And Team NXT go 2-1-1 now on the night.
What match do you think is going to be next then, Jimbo?
North American champ.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly.
So, of course, the news last night about Kevin Owens joining NXT or being a part of the team and questioning whether he'd be on Raw side or not. We go backstage, Seth Rollins looking at him. Well, Seth Rollins basically saying to Kevin Owens, look, great night last night at NXT, but I need to know where your loyalty lies. So what did Kevin Owens have to say then, Dan?
He said his reason for being at War Games and for being a part of NXT last night was to get back at Undisputed Era, who attacked him on Raw. And he went on to say that NXT doesn't need Kevin Owens. They're doing just fine without him. Raw, however, desperately does.
So Kevin Owens is going to be Team Raw, but can he be trusted? And he offers a fist to Seth Rollins to show that he means business.
And Rollins, you can see him, he's repping a red shirt in Chicago with the number 23 on it. Now that, I don't know if that, does that ring a bell?
Yeah. Is he pandering, do you reckon? Is he trying to get some positive reactions to him, do you reckon?
He must be, yes. Well, that is a number of Michael Jordan, who famously played Cricket?
Yeah, I think it was. Well, make sure we haven't got epilepsy because fucking the light's coming on for Nakamura next, and it's going to be the non-title triple threat match: United States champ, North American champ, and a new Intercontinental title that Nakamura holds. Prediction-wise, in this, look, I haven't thrown my predictions away, everybody. Just because I won months ago doesn't mean anything. I've gone for in this one no contest, right? And there's a reasoning behind it. Dan, what's your in this one?
I have gone for AJ Styles.
Yeah, well, what's your reason for AJ before I go into my no contest?
I think he's going to win. No, I don't know. You know, maybe the OC will be out to help him, or the OG, whatever they're called. The rest of the Styles Club. I think they're going to have something to do with the outcome of this match.
I think we're going to see Undisputed get involved. I think we're going to see Sami Zayn get involved, and I think we're going to see, like you said, the OC get involved, which is going to get to a clusterfuck to a no contest. But this was before I realised we're going to have kick-off matches that mattered, because I thought this was going to be no contest, and then the other matches lead up, so it'd be even to the main event. But I was wrong, so no contest, and I've got to stick with it.
So if you could change your mind, you're not allowed to, but if you could root for one or the other,
I'd probably go for AJ Styles now.
So you're going for Team Styles. So if Styles wins, you're going to be pissed off because you could have gone for him and didn't, but you're going to be even more pissed off because I've got him.
Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter now. I think.
So you're basically rooting for Strong and Nakamura, or a no contest.
I'm rooting for good wrestling. Will we see it here? That's what my hope is.
Well, if not, we can switch over to All Elite.
Yeah, exactly. We watched plenty of wrestling this weekend. And of course, Survivor Series with phenomenal AJ Styles. And AJ Styles at Survivor Series has faced Brock Lesnar. Is this a step down as United States champion, or can he make the best of it?
No, I think he's if he's looking for his best matches, I think these two guys certainly are up there for bringing out a very good match in AJ Styles. You know, you've got the youth and exuberance of Roddy Strong. You've got Nakamura's kind of unique abilities to it, and AJ Styles who can carry a match with his eyes closed.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Hopefully, this should be a doozy, as they say, and hopefully the three get some time. And we've got a few good matches to look forward to. We know that the kind of men's Survivor Series team match will be quite long, and of course the women's NXT title match. But the other three title matches, I'm looking forward to the dumb one, and the other two should go over quite quickly. So let's hopefully, as we run through the commentators, this should be quite good.
Marco Alfaro and Roberto Figueroa for the Portuguese announced team.
Russian announced team, Oliver Yulfield. It is Moti Magolun and Zan Bomandagud.
Nailed it.
Don't be racist.
And for our Japanese, we got Shan Yamaguchi and SmackDown #1 announcer, now announcing for the Japanese announcers, Funaki-san.
Mario Kart. And of course, we've got Indian, Abdul Kadwani and Shehzada.
Or Obidain Kadwani, whatever.
Bless you.
We go on to the French, Ray Rougeau and Jean Brassard.
Jean Brassard.
They are looking for Le Champion!
Ah, where's Christian Ecole? No, sign.
A little bit of bubbly.
A little bit of bubbly. And of course, we got Mandarin, Ming Yao and Sean Ding, our favourites now. Yes. They should be at the Spanish announce table position. And they're all wearing their home colours, apart from Roderick.
Indeed, yes. Who's wearing his Undisputed Era colours.
Yeah, and he seems
to coincidentally are
gold and black.
Gold and black, but he's wearing grey, and you've got to think he bleeds the Undisputed Era. This should be interesting. All three men are world-renowned independent scenes. And Sami Zayn might believe much for Nakamura. Strong. He disrespected him on SmackDown. And of course, Nakamura Styles got history in the past fighting over the WWE Championship.
And a few low blows.
And that might be in the Nakamura's back of his mind, thinking he never be able to beat AJ Styles in that way. And now with the kicks to AJ.
So is this just traditional triple threat? No triple threat elimination?
Yeah, it just looks like first pin will get the job done. Roderick Strong from behind on AJ Styles.
Styles responds with a lovely high leaping drop kick. And Roderick Strong has got to be exhausted the most out of these three guys.
We've got to think he started War Games last night. He's got to be running on empty already, but the adrenaline pump of being back in the crowd as he dodges Styles, but he gets hit by a boot.
Drags him off the second rope into a backbreaker, and that is Strong's specialty area.
Without a doubt, the Messiah, the backbreaker, a beautiful dropkick to Nakamura on the button. Rocks him with a chop, and now another backbreaker to Nakamura. And now Roderick Strong sees Zayn and Nakamura on the outside.
Oh, goes flying between the ropes, meets AJ on the edge of the ring apron.
And now he's got AJ, and he's in trouble.
AJ holding on to the top rope for dear life. Falling at Nakamura's feet, and now Styles with a knee to the head of Strong.
AJ Styles now throwing Nakamura back in. And Styles now going to springboard his way back in.
But gets carved by Nakamura and hung out to dry.
And Nakamura with the knees to AJ. And this Nakamura at his best when he's vicious.
Do you think it is Sami Zayn that has liberated him?
I think without doubt, we've seen it recently. Zayn has been the mouthpiece Nakamura, and it's bred confidence. And the confident Nakamura is better than, like we said, most people in WWE. We haven't seen it for so long. There's a belief about him. The Intercontinental Champion's definitely bringing it, keeping Strong outside.
And bringing him back in the hard way by the looks of things. Lovely delayed vertical suplex there.
And Zayn bouncing around as Nakamura goes for the knee, and Strong breaks up the cover, but it has been all Nakamura. He seems to be in control.
It started off all Strong. Nakamura took control, and I'm sure AJ Styles is going to get a run taking them both out as well.
And these men with the title, thank you, Dan. These three men with the championship on the line, and Nakamura with a to AJ Styles midsection.
Well, I've got to have my belief in my man. As the song goes, stand by your man.
And Strong now with a shot to Nakamura's. The midsection goes for the cover. Will it be NXT again? No.
Nakamura with the kick out.
Roderick Strong with a huge chop to Nakamura.
Oh, these two men must have met on NXT before now.
These two have faced before, but they were both faces at the time as well, so there's a lot of mutual respect. I guess that's changed since then. As Strong wrapping Nakamura around the back. Got the submission in.
Is it me or all three of these heels?
All three heels, yeah, so the crowd really not sure who to get behind. Maybe AJ would be the slight favourite just because of more respect for the WWE crowd at this time. And AJ's been quite quiet, but he's come back in with a sleeper on Strong.
Making the most of Nakamura being down and out. Trying to make Roddy Strong pass out.
And both all these men have got vast experience as well. So difficult to actually call a winner.
Styles throws Roddy into Nakamura, putting him back down. And gets a sleeper back on Strong.
And AJ torturing Roderick Strong at the moment. Zayn trying to give air to Nakamura.
Trying to waft him back to life. I think he's just one step short of giving him the kiss of life.
Strong getting to his feet. Working AJ, trying to get the submission.
Arm drag takedown to Styles though. Hits him with a huge elbow. And now it's Roddy Strong's time to shine again.
Well, O'Reilly and Fish has already come up short. Can Strong steer the boat back in the Undisputed Era's favour, especially after War Games last night?
Well, so's the club come up short as well.
Well, it's going to be difficult to see in this one. And Nakamura back to his feet going to kick with Roderick, but gets caught.
A lovely backbreaker.
Now Roderick Strong feels some momentum. AJ's caught against the ropes, and we've seen this before from Roderick.
Just running the ropes, elbowing Styles on his way past. Plant Styles face first into the mat. Can he get cover? 1, 2, no. Styles managing to kick out.
And now Roderick picking up AJ, going for the suplex, but AJ lands on his feet.
Elbow to Nakamura, 1 for Strong. Back fist, and he's just taking turns of punching him out until they both get the better of him.
Now Roderick Strong, Irish whip to AJ, right in the corner.
AJ meets him with an elbow though.
Now Styles going to spring up. Beautiful moonsault.
Catches him, but Roddy throws him back over. Very impressive. Monkey flip. Styles lands on his feet. Was that a King Shasha or just a knee?
Just looked like a huge knockout shot, but no, AJ gets shoulder up at 2.
2.
And now Nakamura and Strong just fighting off. Huge shots by Nakamura, and he's definitely bringing it to this match.
Axe kick, running knee. 1, 2. No, Styles in to break it up.
Yeah, Styles just too close there.
2.
And all three men definitely bringing it.
3.
There should only be one winner.
1. Who are you rooting for?
We are looking at the live All-State Arena here in beautiful Chicago, Illinois, and it's NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown, and Nakamura caught by AJ.
Inverted DDT into the cover. 2. No, Nakamura getting the shoulder up.
And AJ getting a little bit frustrated, but he should know Nakamura. Now maybe looking to put him away. Styles clash. Sends Styles back into the corner.
Comes out looking for the calf crusher.
No, Nakamura dodges it, but got caught with the net breaker.
And Roddy not in a position to break it up either. Strong's equilibrium must be completely shot.
And Styles now wondering what to do. You never seen him look flustered though.
Well, he needs to do something phenomenal with his forearm face.
Well, now he's got Nakamura. He's going to look for the Styles clash. Put Nakamura away. Nakamura fighting it.
No, Strong from behind with a kick.
And Zayn saving Nakamura right now. And then Strong gonna put AJ down. No, picks him up. Strong slam.
Rolls through for a second. No, double underhook. Powerbomb. 2. No. Styles managing to kick out.
And what a victory it would do for Roderick Strong to beat AJ Styles, because, you know, we all know who Roderick Strong is, but these fans watching might not have seen him, and to beat someone on the level of AJ Styles would be a huge statement here tonight at Survivor Series. And now Strong's got AJ.
Fans mapping the corner of a huge slap.
And now Strong has been impressive, just kicking AJ in the corner. This match has been given a little while, but you feel maybe the end is coming.
The end is nigh.
Oh, and Styles there, nearly going off, hanging on. Well, Nakamura back in, he's got Roderick Strong.
Punching Nak for the powerbomb.
That didn't work, and now AJ's in serious trouble.
Going up for a superplex, but Styles strong on his shoulder.
Oh, AJ still got him, and Nakamura now off the top.
Kinshasa!
And it nearly broke the knee of Strong as he landed on it as well, full weight. Can Nakamura get over and get a cover? He can.
Styles picking Nakamura up by his hair. Throwing him face first into the top turnbuckle.
Oh, and AJ sent on the apron, went for the forearm, but got caught by a kick by Nakamura. That's what you want to go for.
Oh.
And now Nakamura is going to go for it. Kinshasa. Oh no, Styles got the leg.
Sami Zayn grabs hold of AJ Styles. That's not allowed.
Strong with a knee to Nakamura. No.
1, 2. No. Oh. Shinsuke managing to kick out.
Well, Zayn put hands on Styles. And Raw, who got screwed over in the women's match, is now getting screwed over in this match. Even though you want Raw to win, I'll call a spade a spade. And Zayn's heart is beating a mile a minute. And now Strong going to go for suplex. Nakamura blocking.
GTS.
And now Nakamura feeling the momentum, looking to finish it. The GTS start the CM Punk chant. And now Nakamura going to look for the Kinshasa.
No, Styles in with a phenomenal forearm. Spinning back elbow. Step up enziguri for Nakamura to Strong.
And Nakamura takes out Styles with a kick, but Strong now goes for the knee on Styles.
AJ with his lovely combo.
Back fist and a clothesline, and now Nakamura backbreaker. And now Nakamura's got Strong. Oh my god, suplexes him Styles. Knee nearly to the face. And now Nakamura putting Strong in position.
Kinshasa.
Going for the cover. 1, 2, no!
Styles in to break it up just.
Well, that might be Nakamura's best chance, and Strong is out, rolling outside. This match definitely picked up now.
Absolutely, yeah, and it's going to be a war of attrition.
And these two had been here before. Styles and Nakamura this time fighting over their respective mid-card gold. They don't see it as mid-card, they see it as main event. And Nakamura, come on! That's what Nakamura we love. Styles and Nakamura just trade in the middle of the ring. Styles get the advantage. No.
Nakamura with the advantage. Styles with a back elbow and a Pele kick. Nakamura manages to get the foot up. Well, comes up to the second.
And a big kick off there. Second rope. These two men just keep responding. If you could do, I could do better. Nakamura picks up Styles.
Oh, Styles managing to kick out.
Slams him down. Couldn't put him away. And now Nakamura looking to finish Styles. Are we going to see Zayn cheering on Nakamura? We're going to see Kinshasa.
Styles with a roll-up. Looking for Styles clash. Nakamura fighting out.
Oh, Styles now onto the apron. Hits one forearm shot. He's going to look for the phenomenal one now.
On point.
Phenomenal forearm. But here comes Strong. Throws AJ out. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. NXT going to get a clean sweep on the main show. Roderick Strong has just won. Unbelievable stuff. Dan, what did you think of the match?
I thought it was a very impressive match. The finish, it was something that you couldn't quite see coming. You know, you knew something, there was going to be some shenanigans, but it was well played by all three guys. Brilliant match.
NXT now, it was 1-1-3 as they go up. 3 riches, no point for either of us. It didn't end non-contest. It ended with Roderick Strong getting a victory. Shocking here. And that's what Survivor Series is all about. But I think a great match there for all three men. And given time that we wanted as well, wasn't it? You know?
Absolutely, yeah. And that's obviously one thing that we did ask for on the main show for Survivor Series is to be given plenty of time. And that is definitely what they're getting given. So, yeah, you can't complain about that.
Well, the Miz backstage with Daniel Bryan, he's saying, look, you face the best of the best, I've faced the best of the best. But the Fiend is something that we've not faced before, and maybe I can help you out with this one because he's such a dangerous monster. And for the kids' sake and for everybody's family's sake. And Daniel Bryan saying, yeah, I'll do it for the family, but he'll be ready for tonight. What a match it should be. Up next is one Dan's looking forward to the most. For the NXT Championship, there's going to be Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne won the opportunity last night at TakeOver by beating Damian Priest and Killian Dane. Is Dunne ready here tonight, even though he's shown the bandages of war, so to speak? What do you think of Pete Dunne and his chances?
Well, depending on what kind of Adam Cole comes out, because he did go through hell in War Games last night, so he's not going to be fully fit. Again, will Roderick Strong kind of come down to even the odds?
Well, I'll just talk about Pete Dunne himself. Pete Dunne is a fantastic wrestler. He's a guy that definitely can go in big match situations. There's no one better than Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne can definitely show that. And I think if you've never seen Pete Dunne before, if you've never seen him, and this is your first time, it's a guy that's definitely going to bring the grit and determination. He's a kind of throwback to an old school type of wrestler. Think you're winning Regal, but definitely for this generation, and his run with NXT UK has been phenomenal. But yes, we were speaking about Adam Cole as well and about his condition, and coming off the top of that War Games last night, there's no doubt that he's not 100%, and Pete Dunne will smell blood in the water. But prediction wise in this one, I think I'm back in the game. Dan, who have you gone for in this match?
I have gone for, and still champion, Adam Cole.
Yeah, I too have gone Adam Cole in this match. I was thinking about going Dunne because of what happened last night, but I think Cole, with the Undisputed Era losing last night, I think Cole needs a victory here tonight to kind of get back on board as it is. But there's still hope. I mean, like I said, we're really looking forward to this match. Why do you think this match is going to be so good for?
Because, as I've said before, we've never ever seen a bad Pete Dunne match, and Adam Cole, as I say, he's a dickhead personality, but he is an outstanding performer in the ring. So, you mix these two highly combustible elements together, it is grounds for a great match.
I think without doubt, and I think Pete Dunne, if strategy is going to come into play like it always does for him, he can go the distance, and I think the longer the match goes, the more it's going to favour Pete Dunne. And with the joint manipulation, the stuff that Dunne can do, he can tear Adam Cole apart, especially if there's no... Adam Cole's been quite clever. He's come out here with no kind of conceivable injury, even though he's banged up, whereas Dunne's got the knee bandage. But you got to think once Dunne gets a hold of Cole, that might be it. Dunne seems happy at this moment in time as well.
Well, yeah, you mentioned Dunne being the master of joint manipulation, and I'm sure Adam Cole's joints are going to be aching tonight.
And it's great to see Pete Dunne involved, and this should be a cracking match.
So I know you're rooting for Adam Cole in this, but I know a huge part of you wants Pete Dunne to win this.
Yeah.
But then a big part of you wants Adam Cole to win this, because a little birdie tells me one of yours is for all of Undisputed Era to be holding gold at the end of the year. And you say Adam Cole hasn't got no visible bandages. Well, James, he's got his ribs and back taped up.
Oh, my God, that could be internal bleeding, and Dunne will be on that. And like I said, it's a bit of a weird one, because Dunne, just imagine a year where he's gone from NXT UK champion to start of the year to the end of the year NXT champion. I think that would be a great story told. But I think in the end, Adam Cole does need a victory. Hopefully it's with shenanigans like I said with Roderick Strong or someone else getting involved. But, Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish on the kickoff show. So it should be interesting to see what they do. We're going to get a straight up collar and elbow tie up. Let's hope the fans are interested in this one, because they'll definitely turn that up.
Bending the fingers back of Adam Cole.
And Dunne is no stranger to Adam Cole either. He's faced him a few times in NXT's match against him.
Pete Dunne doing all he can to get out of that tie up between the two, but Cole with a side headlock.
Well, this is a showcase for both men, especially Pete Dunne. And a beautiful leapfrog as well, evading tactics.
Well, does this deserve to be on this card?
I think without a doubt, look at the talent involved. If you're going to have an NXT Championship here, whether it should be a thing that happens, I think maybe it should happen, maybe not every month, but every now and again have the NXT title defended at pay-per-view, as long as it's given a position like this. Already, it feels more important than the Cruiserweight title, but that's what you don't want the fans to get confused with, do you,
Absolutely.
So with the NXT title involved, especially for these two guys, and now Dunne took Cole down, you can see Cole feeling the ribs are now done with a hand.
And he's got the wrist bent down onto the mat, looking for the stomp. Oh, on the back of the elbow.
And Pete Dunne is just a tough dude, and Cole going to the outside.
Don't think he's going to be safe out there, though, as Pete Dunne comes out to join him. Ducks a close-on attempt from Cole. It's a huge slap across the chest. Now he's got Cole's hands on the steel, and again stomping on the elbow, on the hand with a cast on it.
I couldn't think of anything worse. This might be Adam Cole's toughest NXT title defence. Coming off 24 hours after War Games to go against someone like Dunne, who would just do that as well. Oh my God. Slow motion is sickening, and Dunne's back in.
But Cole goes straight for the bandaged knee of Pete Dunne.
Adam Cole saw that, trying to get some feeling back in his hands.
Oh, either man's just exploiting the other's injuries.
It's like the walking wounded here at Survivor Series. Now Cole just stomping away on Dunne. Dunne trying to kick away a bit. Cole grabs hold of him with a net breaker, takes him down. And at the moment, it might be a question of who fails first. Is that Adam Cole's body or Pete Dunne's leg?
Absolutely. But you just got to think that every move that Cole does to Dunne that's high impact is going to shake the ribs and the back of himself. And again with Pete Dunne, every time he's on his legs, it's going to be causing a bit of pain to the knees.
That Cole wants to get out of there as quick as possible. You've got a feeling it's going to be more of a WWE type NXT title match, if you know what I mean, in the kind of standard that we've seen. But there's no doubt it can be enjoyable. It's Dunne trying to chop out of it.
But as a counterpoint on that, neither of them have been too exposed to the WWE type of wrestling, so hopefully it is going to be just a pure straight up NXT fight. Probably be a bit shorter than what we're used to with these guys.
And Adam Cole with a drop kick there, taking out the leg of Dunne.
Dunne concentrating on going low, but Adam Cole still got the upper hand so far. Dunne turns Cole inside out though with a lovely suplex slam.
And now both men slowly getting to their feet after the X-Plex, and now look at Dunne with a combination. Cole is covering up, but some of it's getting through. Now the huge chops to the chest, Irish whip, Cole reverses.
Pete Dunne flips over, Dunne lands awkwardly on that left knee, but still continues his onslaught with a lovely snap German. Double foot stomp to the fingers and a kick to the side of the head. Sit out powerbomb. 2. No.
Oh. Well, Cole somehow manages to get the shoulder up at 2.
2.
And Dunne seems to be in a lot of trouble now as well. Cole rolls to the outside, but not to safety as Dunne's going up. Dunne on that second rope.
Moonsault off the second. I don't know what kind of injury he's done to his own knee from that, though.
Well, taking himself out to take Adam Cole out. It's strategy there. And the referee counted the beholder end on a count out. But Dunne will risk it all, injured or not.
Throws Cole back in the ring. Covers up for a super kick to the face, but Cole goes low instead. German suplex, Dunne lands on his feet, injuring that knee again with a kick to the head of Cole.
Now can Dunne take advantage? He's going up, but he's got the bad leg. And he's up there, he's going to risk it all.
Adam Cole gets the knees up.
Knees up, man. And then there's the last shot to Dunne. 1, 2.
No. Dunne managing to kick out.
Well, Cole can't believe it. Dunne won't go down yet. He might have raised a couple of teeth. Now Cole going up to the second, and you got to credit the guts that Adam Cole has. Even legitimate, if you would just think about it, if he's gone through, he's going to try and hit Dunne now.
Looking for the Panama Sunrise. Dunne ducks it, hits him with a huge right hand. Cole responds with a kick, but then Cole gets turned inside out of a huge clothesline. Dunne hobbling about.
And he's going to look for another X-Bless, but Cole turns it round.
Shoulder breaker into the cover, but no, Dunne managing to kick out.
Now, the crowd's not really into it. I don't know why, if they think it's a foregone conclusion or not, but this is most of the crowd that have been in the past couple of days as well. So really, they should show it a little bit more respect. But Cole now struggling to get to his feet.
Oh, it looks like Pete Dunne's got a bit of internal bleeding now.
And Cole calling for the last shot.
Dunne ducks it. Cross arm breaker.
Well, Cole's desperately trying to hold on.
Rolls up Pete Dunne. No.
Well, Dunne realised he have to let go of the submission, otherwise he got pinned there. Now he catches Cole.
Bitter end.
We're going to have a new NXT champ.
1, 2. Oh.
And Adam Cole somehow managed to kick out.
And the look on Pete Dunne's face, he doesn't believe it.
Well, Dunne is not happy. And now Dunne with the shots to Cole. Cole responding.
Pete Dunne with a huge flurry of slaps across the chest of Cole.
And just vicious, and now a shot to Cole.
But Cole responds with a step up enziguri. Targets the left leg. But it's a Guri from Dunn.
And now Dunn going over.
Gets caught with a super kick on his way through. 2. No. Just a 2 count.
2. And now the crowd getting into this one after that move. There you go.
About fucking time you cunts got off your hands and showed this match a bit of respect.
And all it took was a super kick turned into a moonsault, eh? Well, if Adam Cole beats Dunn, it means he's proven himself. Now he's going up top. He's going to go that second to look for the Panama Sunrise. The crowd chart, this is awesome. It's getting there. Here comes Adam Cole now.
No, all he does is get a forearm to the face for his troubles.
Oh my God, express into the suplex.
Oh, just a 2.
2. And now Pete Dunne in the middle of the ring. Cole's rolled to the outside. And now Dunne on the apron, but Cole with the kick right to the bad knee, the patella. Adam Cole on the apron with Pete Dunne. This doesn't look good right now.
Got Dunn up on his shoulders, but his back's given out.
And now Dunne's going to try with Cole, but his leg gave out.
Cole goes low to the knee.
Oh my God, Cole now going to the second. And what is he doing? Oh!
The Panama Sunrise on the edge of the ring apron.
Holy shit. The Dunne may be dead. Mamma mia.
No. Just no.
Wow, Panama Sunrise takes Dunne out. And Cole could just get in the ring, get the count out, surely.
Don't call me Shirley. But I think Cole wants to prove it to himself that he can go toe-to-toe with one of the best that NXT has to offer.
Oh, now referee counting. 8, 9. And it's no shame for Dunne.
Who gets back in, but into a super kick. 1, 2, no. Dunne managing to kick out.
If anybody's never known Pete Dunne, it's incredibly hard to beat him, as we've seen right now.
He's psyching himself up.
Dunne saying, is that all you got? Come on. That's the heart of determination of a real champ. The mouthpiece has come out.
But Cole standing on the hand of Dunne, who's grasping at his mouthpiece, exposing his knee.
Oh, wait a minute. Dunne's got hold of Cole's hand. The joint manipulation.
Oh! There's a couple of broken fingers there.
And now Dunne's going to go Cole. Bitter end. Oh! No. Into the Panama Sunrise and now Cole.
Last shot.
Oh, no. Cole into the cover.
1, 2, 3.
I honestly thought Pete Dunne was going to win for a second there.
Oh, so did I. But, despite not giving NXT amount of time, I thought it was a very good match that these two guys fit in.
It warmed up considerably once the crowd got into it towards the end. Very, very pleasing. Showing what Adam Cole can do and showing what Pete Dunne can do. And I think, given a takeover match between these two men, they could give us something really, really special as well. I think really, really good stuff. And NXT has done proud there. And Adam Cole gets the victory. The Undisputed Era win again with him and Roderick Strong. And what a reversal. Bitter end into the Panama Sunrise. It's a men's tag team. Well, here come the Undisputed Era to celebrate with Adam Cole. And it's been a good night overall for the Undisputed Era. Dunne doesn't really know where he is, but they hold all the gold in the NXT. No, we've got 2 title matches.
I'm feeling alright.
And backstage we see Team Smackdown. And I wonder who's going to try and be in charge. Roman Reigns thinks he's the captain. Of course, you've got King Corbin. But Shorty G and... I can't believe I'm calling him Shorty G. And Mustafa Ali might play a big role. And I thought the lights were fading, but no, it's just Corey Graves, Michael Cole giving a shtick.
Teeth.
But hopefully things are going to get a little bit more serious now because it's going to be the Universal title match. It's going to be The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan. And what have you thought of the build-up to this match?
Again, I think this is good. This has been a few years in the making. We've seen Daniel Bryan going to the dark side, so to speak, and then coming back from that into the light and goodness. But he's not quite gone back to his old Daniel Bryan self. Daniel Bryan has lost his smile, to put a Shawn Michaels Turner phrase onto it. And Bray Wyatt, well, with that mask, he's certainly found his smile and he's found his groove. And he seems pretty much unbeatable as The Fiend.
Yeah, Crown Jewel's the right thing to do after the Hell in a Cell debacle. But do you think The Miz might play an important part in this match? Because, you've seen him with Daniel Bryan in the build-up and saying this is what you can do. We saw him backstage maybe he'll come out and, I'm not saying accidental interference, but maybe something in that line.
Or will he do an MJF and throw in the towel for Daniel Bryan?
Well, I'd quite like to see that. The Fiend's got to be protected in the way, but he's got to look not beatable, but Daniel Bryan's obviously got to have some offense in this match, but it'll be interesting to see. Prediction-wise, I don't think it's any much of a surprise who I've gone to in this one. I still desperately need to catch up, but I don't think it will be in this one. I have gone The Fiend.
I too have gone for Bray.
Yes, so I think Bray wins in this one here, but we're hoping for a good show here, and of course Universal title on the line. It should be an interesting affair. It's always good to see the Fiend's entrance at a pay-per-view as well.
Will Daniel Bryan embrace the yes movement here tonight? I think he's going to get beaten down by the Fiend, come up short, hit him with everything he's got and not be able to put him away, and that's going to make Daniel Bryan tap in to the yes movement energy and again come very close, but just too short.
Well, Daniel Bryan is loved by the WWE Universe, there's no doubt about that.
And you can guarantee that if he does get into the yes movement side of things, that the whole crowd is going to join him.
Prediction-wise, after the last match, Cole and Dunn, it is 3-2 to you, Dan. Of course, there's not going to be no difference in this one, but still, a couple of matches left as Daniel Bryan comes out.
And it's been a weird year for Daniel Bryan, and there's no doubt he's definitely still a main eventer, isn't he?
Still got a lot to give in WWE.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, he's no matter where he goes and what he does, he's still going to be a main event star
in the promotion, and you know that's something that you're never going to be able to take away from him. The fan side of things, I mean, you know, as soon as he starts putting them hands up for the yes movement, every single person in the arena guaranteed is going to join in with him.
But Daniel Bryan, is he intimidated by the Fiend? Is he playing it off as saying he's not when he really is, or do you think he is scared?
If he watched the Seth Rollins match, he's certainly going to be scared. You know, everyone knows what Seth Rollins is capable of: the Beast Slayer, the King Slayer, the Architect, whatever. Give him, you know, he put in his all and still come up short against Bray Wyatt, who seemed, you know, pretty much unbeatable, no selling everything.
So we're going to see what happens here as we await the Fiend's entrance.
But first, we're going to get a Firefly Funhouse. No, we're not.
Let
me
in.
And he's got the old head of Bray Wyatt as a lantern now.
Still freaky as fuck, isn't it, really, that? As the Fiend comes out, Universal Championship around his neck.
Please.
Oh, we don't want red. We don't want red light match, please.
We don't want a red light match.
No, because otherwise I can't handle that. Come on, we've seen him wrestle without it. Don't be silly with the Fiend. I mean, it is a scary cat, but they've got to protect it so well so it's not kind of overwhelming. I don't know if I like the title belt around his neck like that. He should be around like the other Bray's neck that he's holding. Hurt or heel here tonight, and the Miz will be looking on. The Fiend so powerful he sent Finn Balor back to NXT.
Indeed, yes.
Well, is there anything like Fiend's entrance at this moment in time when we talk about Survivor Series and great entrances?
Absolutely not. No, you know, it is certainly a unique thing, and you know, this is something that was thought up in the mind of Bray Wyatt, and they said, "Jep, just run with it," and he has with both hands.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. As we are going to get a red light, which is a damn shame, really, but we're going to try the best we can. I don't think this match is going to last that long, to be fair.
No.
I've got a feeling it's going to be a very short match, but I might be wrong. But if it's over 5 minutes, I'll be surprised. And the Fiend is not even going to get his jacket off yet. Daniel Bryan coming in to attack.
Running kick. And Daniel Bryan's certainly coming straight into this match.
Well, Daniel Bryan trying to get the yes movement going already, and a big boot in the corner. Fiend's not even jacketed off yet.
And turns Bryan inside out of a clothesline.
Well, if this Daniel Bryan can't beat the Fiend, what Daniel Bryan can, if any? Now look at the Fiend with the forearms. No one has taken out the Fiend as yet. A huge right hand sending Daniel Bryan back. And how's Daniel Bryan going to combat this?
So do you think the Fiend is kind of a combination of being thrown into the lake of redemption and having the Wyatt compound burnt down to the ground has kind of brought this Fiend side out of him?
I think it has, but I think it help. In this position here, it's Daniel Bryan. He's going to know what fucked up is, because Kane has dealt with these personal issues. He thought he's burnt in the fire, and of course had to wear the mask as well. So that kind of, it's almost like a split personality with the Bray Wyatt who is there, and then the problems of his past having to deal with that. And Bryan might be able to reconnect. If he can do anything about it, will be another thing entirely. But like I said, with Bray and the Fiend, it seems like the two guys are there, but the Fiend is just complete.
He's throwing Daniel Bryan into the ring post head first, running sent onto Bryan as he was strewn on the outside.
And the Fiend seems to be enjoying himself.
Well, he definitely has got a big smile on his face.
And this feels like a squash match. Just hope Brian can get back into it. You can hear the hushed crowd here. That might be a good or a bad thing. A few fans chanting overrated as a Fiend. With the Nina's got Daniel Bryan up.
Plants Bryan with an Iranagi. So do you think there is such a thing as being too unbeatable in a character?
I think when it's not done right, I think it can be. You know, we've seen it, for instance, with The Undertaker and Kane, where they've done it well. But it's just with this, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. They need to let the Fiend be the Fiend, if you know what I mean. They need to kind of let him discover what he's about. There's ways of doing it without completely destroying people's movesets like they've destroyed the curb stomp now.
Absolutely, yeah.
And now the Fiend looking to enjoy this, maybe finishing. Daniel Bryan picks up the suplex.
And just throws him across the ring. At least 6 foot.
At least 8 feet. And see, we like the past character of Bray Wyatt, like you said, looked like he was going to go down to that kind of weird crab move and then just kind of laughed off and said, that's the old me, this is kind of the new one. All I want to do is just try and take Daniel Bryan's head off his shoulders. They shouldn't be doing stuff like this. This is not going to help with the crowd as well. They just need Daniel Bryan to just bring it as much as he can. I know he's going to make the comeback. We could argue the fact that the Fiend shouldn't be Universal Champion so soon. He should have left it a little while. You know, I know The Undertaker took a year.
Oh, and he just wrenches the neck of Bryan. Yeah, I don't know. I think they pulled the trigger, but in some cases they found something that's hot and they've kind of waited and waited and waited until it cooled down a bit. But with the Fiend, they've kind of pulled the trigger while it's hot.
Yeah, but we hope it's like that lasts not just, you know, a year, but, you know, decades with the Fiend character. And to do that, sometimes you need to be a bit clever. But at the moment, the Fiend's in complete control, and the crowd just watching on as Bryan is getting dismantled, put up against the stairs. Here comes the Fiend.
Do you think the Fiend will be defeated within the next year?
Yes, WrestleMania. By WrestleMania, the Fiend will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Fiend he might be defeated here tonight. He just ran into those steel stairs. Daniel Bryan's got an opening. Can he take advantage?
Comes flying through, gets caught. Sister Abigail attempt, but Bryan managing to escape it, throws him headfirst into the ring post. Running knee, takes out the Fiend.
But Daniel Bryan can't win it by count out. He's going to have to get the Fiend back in. The Fiend's already getting to his feet.
Bryan's going up on top. Jump over the ring post to take out the Fiend.
You know, the Fiend is down, and Daniel Bryan might be hurting, but he wants the Universal title. And now Fiend's back in. Daniel Bryan's all the way to the top.
Missile drop kick from the top. But Bryan's not done just yet.
And now that Fiend's back up to his feet. Daniel Bryan's coming off the top.
Another missile drop kick. And Bryan's just waiting to see what the Fiend's reaction to this one is.
When Bryan is shocked by the Fiend, keep getting to his feet. Here comes Bryan again.
Third time. And Bryan nips up.
When Bryan nips up, you know what this means. He wants the crowd behind him. And the yes chant believes.
The yes kicks.
And the crowd screaming as he hits one after another.
Straight across the head, knocks the Fiend down. But the Fiend bounces back up.
And Daniel Bryan just stares at the Fiend. He's just going to go back to the yes kicks.
Second time the Fiend goes down. But the Fiend pops straight back up again.
And what is Bryan going to do about that? And now Bryan with the kicks, lefts and rights. Just trying to win them.
And another time he drops the Fiend to the mat.
Oh, and now the Fiend.
Not getting up as quickly.
And that's how you do it. You see, you use moves like that. And now Bryan grabs the arms.
Just stomping away at the face of the Fiend.
Oh, now Bryan, look at his fingers.
Yes!
Is it time?
Yes!
And everybody in the crowd with a yes chance. Is Daniel Bryan going to become Universal Champion? Running knee.
Takes out the Fiend.
Goes
into
for
the cover.
One, two.
Oh.
Oh, and the Fiend managing to kick out. Daniel Bryan can't believe it. And maybe he's thinking, maybe that's not Daniel Bryan. That will get the job done. But if it takes too long, the Fiend will recover. But the fans chant Daniel Bryan. It's like 2014 all over again. Uh-oh.
But the Fiend has risen to his feet.
Uh-oh. Daniel Bryan with the right hands, and the Fiend's got him.
Throws him down to the mat. Lifts the feet up to the face of Fiend.
Oh.
He's caught in the mandible claw as Bryan was going.
And brilliant by Bryan dropping down. He's got hold of the arm of the Fiend. That means he's got to break the hold. Now Bryan going up top.
Gets caught with a huge right hand.
Oh, now the Fiend's got him. Sister Abigail.
No, Brian with the roll-up. 1, 2, no. Fiend with a kick out. Just gets caught and planted with a mandible claw.
Mandible claws, most dangerous move that the Fiend's got grabbing hold, making sure he can't move the hand. And Brian is slowly passing out. Referee's got to check.
And Brian is out.
Well, the red hue may hurt my eyes, but I don't think that was a bad match, actually. If you want to use the Fiend and show him he's an indestructible force, that's how you do it. And Daniel Bryan got the fans back on side. The story about Daniel Bryan, though, he's going to think, what Daniel Bryan to get the job done. I think that's really interesting. The Fiend wins. I'm not happy with the red light. Dan, what are your thoughts on that, Matt?
Yeah, I thought it was an absolutely great match. This is, I don't know, the Fiend in this one, he seems kind of beatable. I know, like, he popped up straight away from the yes kicks on 2 occasions, but the third time it seemed like it had hit him and hurt him. And, you know, with Daniel Bryan hitting the running knee, he managed to get a 2 count from that as well, which with when Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp, he was bouncing straight back up.
Yeah, it's like half a dozen, you know, 12 curb stomps. But it's interesting to see where they go from here with the Fiend and with Daniel Bryan. They're obviously, you know, high on both men. Does Daniel Bryan deserve a rematch after this, do you reckon?
I think he does, yeah. You know, he's put up probably the best fight against the Fiend. Better than Seth Rollins' fight against him.
Yeah, well, after that means we both get a point, and it's 4-3 as the Fiend wins. But we've still got 3 matches left. As Survivor Series has gone along quite nicely. And, of course, still got the WWE Championship, the Men's Survivor Series match, and, of course, the Women's Triple Threat. But the Fiend is out. And now we're getting an interview with Rey Mysterio backstage. And he's not intimidated about Brock Lesnar. All right, Dan, so what did Rey Mysterio have to say about tonight's match?
Well, he said it's been 15 years since he first faced Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar hasn't changed. Rey Mysterio, on the other hand, has changed. He shows us the metal pipe and he says, I'm going to do things with this that the old Rey Mysterio would never have done.
Yeah, he's going to shove it in his ass. That's what we know. No, we don't know what Mysterio is going to do tonight. I hope that match is next. I don't really want a really long one like a men's Survivor Series team. But I've got a feeling it is. It might be triple threat match time next. Mysterio's serious tonight. Taken by 1, SA. He hopes his son is watching up close because he's going to massacre Brock Lesnar. Well, that'll be a sight to see.
I did not have sexual relations with that
one. Jesus Christ, I got the Undertaker as a guest. Well, Mark. Hey, Mark. No, you're Mark. You're not the Undertaker, you're Mark.
Well, we are, of course, in Chicago. Will we see CM Punk tonight? We just don't know. But up next, it's going to be interesting because it is going to be SmackDown versus NXT versus Raw. NXT lead 3-1-1 at the moment. And here we go. Coming up next. And it is vital for SmackDown and Raw to get a victory in this one. Prediction-wise in this, Dan, who have you gone for in this match?
I have gone for Team Rollins and Raw.
You got Team Rollins and Raw. I have gone for Team NXT in this match. I know it's there, isn't it? NXT, if they can get it. And then we've got 2 matches left. But this is pressure on Raw. But look at this team from Raw, though. It is incredible, isn't it? Let's call it like it is. McIntyre, Ricochet, Randy Orton, Owens. And Owens, you've got a question. What side is he on? Could he cost the team here tonight?
Well, there's 2 men that we've met in person, had a chat with, and had pictures with. There's the greatest superstar to ever live, Randy Orton. There is stunning machine, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins.
Yeah, and Seth Rollins. But no, it's going to be, should be a fun match as we're going to get into it here. Of course, coming out with just Seth Rollins' theme tune is a little bit, a bit of a shame. But Raw's team and SmackDown's, no, Roman Reigns and Strowman are strong, but apart from that, it's not great, is it, you know?
No, not in the slightest.
And Team SmackDown, I don't think Corbin and Reigns can coexist. And as for Team NXT, I think that's a completely different question as well. And Mustafa Ali, of course, the hometown boy. Will he have a special night here tonight? So what are you reasoning for Raw? Just because Randy Orton's the greatest wrestler of all time?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I think NXT, I thought this was going to be the main event. I thought NXT would eventually win it overall. I thought NXT would be the overall winner here tonight. But Braun Strowman's getting there now. Get these hands.
These hands.
So here comes Team NXT, and of course we found out earlier, it's the NXT UK's men's champion even, Walter.
We've got Keith Lee.
Bask in his glory. You've got the Matt Riddle, bro.
You've got Tommaso Ciampa.
And of course you've got the Archer of Infamy in Damian Priest. Of course Ciampa will be leading his team, much like he led his team to victory last night. So we've got 15 of the very best in action here. And I tell you something, I am hoping NXT can put a performance like they did at War Games last night. It is a strong team. I would say Raw has the advantage in this one at the moment. But it'd be interesting against SmackDown, who we've not really given any time for, I think could be ready for this one. So we know that you've gone Raw and I've got NXT. It is all on the line here. Looks like the captain for Raw, Seth Rollins, is going to start. I would say Tommaso Ciampa is the captain for NXT. But have you been excited about the build-up to this match, Dan, with the three teams?
Yeah, I think, again, going back to what I was saying about the Women's Survivor Series matchup, it's good to see them all kind of crashing each other's brands and, everyone being represented on all the brands.
Well, yeah, we're out of doubt, and this we're going to see tonight, as we've seen invasion after invasion on Raw, SmackDown, NXT, with these two teams. Can Kevin Owens be trusted? And Braun Strowman's going to start with SmackDown. And it's Ciampa and Rollins on the attack early, and maybe they've got to team up to take the bigger man down. If Strowman just runs through both men, and a drop kick, and get these hands. And Strowman has always lost in big matches, and this is a big match tonight to come through with victory. Be huge for Strowman, but unfortunately, the powerhouse for Raw's tagged in.
And the powerhouse for NXT's tagged in as well, the undefeated Walter.
And what a face-off this is, the ex-UK champion. And, of course, Drew McIntyre there.
Now, this is an explosive trio.
Right, doubt Walter get a huge chant. I never thought I'd see the day when McIntyre and Walter working like a team. This is definitely a dream team as they've got Strowman down in the corner.
Well, the mauling tactics are working for the big man so far.
Well, I don't mind this at the moment. I'll still working as a team. Oh, McIntyre.
I think he's just made a big mistake tagging Walter, who hits McIntyre back.
Oh.
Rest in peace, McIntyre's chest. But he managed to withstand it.
Oh, my God. Both men just chopping the crap at each other.
And McIntyre getting the upper hand, so to speak. Irish Rip reversed by Walter. And it's the unstoppable force meeting immovable object.
Walter with the big bootload taking McIntyre down.
And just squashes McIntyre.
Well, we saw Imperium, we saw Barthel and Eichner in the Battle Royal early, weren't successful. But now Strowman's just run through Walter. He's going to try and ride and power slam McIntyre.
He gets the backslide, throws him into the corner. But gets caught by Walter with a snap German suplex. No, he can't lift Braun Strowman, surely.
Well, don't call me Shirley, but he's trying to pick Big Braun up. Braun's managing to block.
Well, Walter's chops, we've seen him killing everyone, but McIntyre and Strowman have just pretty much shrugged them off.
Braun comes running back in the forearm and a couple of big boots. And a drop kick.
Drop kick into the corner. McIntyre, Claymore kick.
Claymore kick to Walter, go for the cover. One, two, three. Well, the first time Walter gets pinned, just like that, I mean, the fans not happy, I'm not happy. One of the main factors in NXT is gone. I mean, it's great to see McIntyre, but that's not great now. Damian Priest is in, and he's not intimidated by McIntyre. This could be a mistake.
Well, the Archer of Infamy has just shot an arrow into McIntyre. What's the Scottish psychopath's response going to be?
Well, as long as he doesn't get eliminated by Priest, we should be right. Even though I want NXT to get the victory. And now look at Priest for the kicks. But a great performance last night in the triple threat match.
Just clotheslines McIntyre down. Ducks Strowman's offense, but gets caught, thrown into SmackDown territory.
Oh.
Strowman misses the spear.
Well, Strowman loves that move into the ring post. As Shorty G gets a tag.
And Shorty Ricochet gets his tag in as well. Perched on the top. Mate.
I don't think Shorty G realises. Here comes Ricochet.
Shorty G ducks him. Sorry, it's Chad Gable. I can't call him Shorty G.
Look at the speed of Ricochet now. Turning it up for Team Raw.
But he gets caught in an ankle lock. Ricochet manages to roll through. Jumps Gable.
Oh my God, goes for the handspring, does Ricochet, but Gable catches him.
It's rolled through and planted with a German.
Now for the first time in this match, Team Raw's in a bit of trouble, but the bro's in. Matt Riddle's here.
Oh, bro.
Come on, Matt Riddle, if I ever need you to do something for me, tonight's the night. Come up short against Finn Balor last night. Gable went for a takedown, it's not a good idea with Matt Riddle.
Well, Chad Gable's an excellent amateur wrestler. Did you know that real wrestling is called amateur wrestling, yet fake wrestling or
Scripted wrestling is called pro wrestling.
Yes.
Mad, isn't it?
And now Riddle with the ankle lock to Gable.
Gable rolls through, gets an ankle lock of his own.
And Riddle managing to slip out of the way, trying to kick Gable's head off, but misses.
Gable ducking the offense from Matt Riddle.
No, I can't believe Walter got eliminated so soon as well. I'm still trying to comprehend it as Gable and Riddle going at it. And NXT might be in serious trouble, but Ciampa gets a tag. Daddy's in.
Meets Gable with a boot, but Chad's managing to fight back best he can.
Well, now here comes Ricochet. Handspring again.
Takes them both out with a kick to the head.
Well, Ricochet's a real-life superhero, but he needs a tag now.
Tags Owens in, who was on Team Ciampa last night, but he's going against him today.
Well, what was he going to take out, Ciampa or Shorty G?
Well, he goes for Gable. 1, 2, 3.
And just like that, Gable's gone. Raw has the advantage. And let's not forget, you know, it's important for us in this one for the points, but also for NXT. They're 3-1-1 up at this moment in time. But now the big dog's in.
Well, my argument for Walter getting pinned so quickly, and hear me out on this one, he's not part of NXT. He's part of NXT UK, so he didn't really care about NXT. It doesn't really count towards anything for NXT UK.
And also McIntyre pinned him, which makes him number one contender, you know. Roman Reigns, the big dog's in, and Corbin was jaw-jacking with him. They gave Owens a chance to hit a super kick to Reigns.
I think Baron tagged himself in.
And now Corbin, and then he got caught with a stunner.
That's not going to stop Owens, though. Side hits him with a super kick. Cannonball!
Oh, hits Roman Reigns on barricade. And Kevin Owens got the crowd into it. A great performance last night. And Baron Corbin going for a clothesline.
Stunner on the outside.
Corbin got caught with a stunner, gets thrown in.
But Ciampa's there to catch Owens, draping DDT.
And he hangs out. Owens goes for the pins, is eliminated.
Holy shit.
Wow, the NXT is shocked. I guess he's not in cahoots with NXT.
But everyone best watch their back because the Viper's in. Ciampa's patting himself on the back, doesn't realise what's just about to meet him in the ring.
Careful, Captain. He used the draping DDT and now he can feel the Viper. And there's a little bit of respect there from Randy Orton to Ciampa. Is it looking in the mirror in a weird way?
A short, bearded, bald-headed mirror. Less attractive.
Well, both sick and sadistic. I'd say Ciampa's more tight and ripped, but he doesn't look intimidated.
Take that back.
Oh, Orton went for the RKO, dodged.
Gets eliminated from the Royal Rumble, but Orton lands on his feet. And Ciampa tries draping DDT to him. It's not going to work, though.
Well, if anybody knows how to reverse that, that is indeed Randy Orton. And now Orton sending Ciampa into barricade. Like we spoke about live shows, Orton's record is second to none. And if NXT are going to get the victory here, they need to make sure Ciampa is still in this match.
As he drops him back first onto the edge of the ring.
It gives Team SmackDown a chance to get their breath back. Of course, Corbin and Reigns. Look at Orton, so
pandering
cocky.
to the fans.
Even McIntyre's enjoying it, to be fair, though. And this is the sick and sadistic Randy Orton that you like. It's a move, actually, you quite enjoy as well.
Yeah, just systematically taking part, Tommaso Ciampa, teaching Daddy a lesson.
And Orton slowed this down to his pace. It's what he's good at, but he lowers his head. And Ciampa tags in Damien Priest.
Boom! RKO on Ciampa.
And Priest now looking for the reckoning.
No! RKO!
Oh, no!
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
No one, and I repeat, no one gets up from an RKO.
Well, NXT's in trouble, but here comes Matt Riddle.
No,
Don't miss him.
sidesteps him, looking for an RKO, gets rolled up.
2, 3. Matt Riddle has eliminated Randy Orton.
That is the peak of Matt Riddle's career.
Oh, that's my moment of the year. No matter what happens, it's now.
Yes! That's a bit of retribution for the bro. That's my RKO of the year, bitch.
Oh, no.
2, 3.
Oh.
Fuck you, bro.
And Corbin eliminates Matt Riddle. Oh, what a moment for Matt Riddle beating Orton. Orton's a sore loser. But the more important thing is NXT is in serious trouble now because I need Tommaso Ciampa and Big Keith Lee.
But Big Braun Strowman wants in on this.
Oh, come on, Keith Lee.
Fans are chanting, bask in his glory.
He's not intimidated.
McIntyre's perched on top, though. Takes out Keith Lee. But walks into Strowman's hand.
And McIntyre was just a huge headbutt and then taking out Roman Reigns.
He just targeted Reigns.
Oh, now he's taking the eye off the ball.
And that ball being a huge one in the shape of Strowman.
Strowman just takes out Ricochet and Rollins on the apron.
Oh, I think someone's going to do a few laps of the ring.
Well, Strowman for Team SmackDown looks to come on a roll.
And he's going to steamroll through everyone. Ciampa goes down. Rollins goes down. Ricochet goes down. McIntyre goes down. And that is a strike for Strowman.
And Strowman now is on fire, baby.
One more time. One more time.
Yeah, he's going to give it to you.
Count them off, James.
And here he comes, Rollins. No, he misses him.
Oh! Well, Keith Lee cuts him off and he gives Strowman as much as he can handle.
Well, that is the immovable force meeting the unstoppable object there. And the referee now counting. And don't tell me Keith Lee, McIntyre, Strowman, we're all going to get counted out.
Oh, Strowman's just been Claymore kicked by McIntyre.
McIntyre now trying to get in. Referee up to 8. McIntyre's in, so's Keith Lee.
Strowman's not, though.
Oh, my God. That is a huge loss for Team SmackDown.
And a huge protect for Strowman as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not going to help make the fans happy, though, is it? As Ricochet gets a tag. Here comes Corbin.
Takes out Keith Lee. Corbin looking for a end of days, perhaps, but gets caught by Ricochet, sent into the corner. Springboard drop kicks Ali off the edge of the apron.
And Ricochet trying to bring it for Team Raw, but Corbin sends him on the apron.
Got to admit, I am liking Ricochet's outfit.
That is such a cool outfit, and he seems to be just electric here tonight as he springboards in.
Takes down Corbin. Flies over the top, takes out Roman Reigns.
And Ricochet makes it look so easy, the way he can just move. And what a huge moment he's going to go up. No, actually, don't. Don't try and do that
Go
to
on,
Keith
Rick.
Lee.
Go on, Rick.
And Ricochet maybe look for that 630 up the top.
No, Ricochet moving out of the way, but lands on his feet.
Oh! End of days, Corbin to
No,
Ricochet
no,
too.
no.
So Corbin eliminates Ricochet. Riddle's eliminated Orton. Raw is in a bit of trouble, but Seth Rollins now going to try and steady the ship. He's still got McIntyre low down, so that's fair enough. But NXT, Keith Lee, and now Ciampa.
But Ali wants in.
Well, a hometown hero, and a huge kick to Ciampa.
It's the first appearance of Rollins in this match. He's kept himself fresh for the end.
Exactly same for Mustafa Ali. You got to think that with the crowd behind him, he's trying to put a hell of a performance as he rolls into the ring.
But gets thrown over his head by Rollins and catches Ciampa.
God, hits him with the X Factor. Manages to land on his feet from Seth.
Catches Seth with a huge back elbow. Tornado DDT.
And that sent Seth flying out the ring, and now Ali.
He's set to go flying himself. Takes out Ciampa, Corbin and Rollins. So SmackDown, I think they're 3-2-2 advantage.
I think you're right, and at this moment, trying to stop that, but gets sent into the ring post.
And caught with a super kick from Ali.
And Corbin wasn't happy about Ali hitting him in the announce table on the same team. We saw this earlier with Team Raw. And Roman Reigns looking on, thinking, what the hell's going on? Oh!
Ali gets caught with a stomp on his way into the ring. 3. And it is now 2-2-2 for the teams.
Well, Corbin says that's what you get. But if you're looking at the teams at the moment, you got to think Team Raw's a favourite with McIntyre and Rollins involved.
Oh, absolutely, but you can't count. Well, you got to count out SmackDown now because they're imploding.
Corbin and Reigns are arguing, and it's not going to stop Seth.
Who takes out Keith Lee, who's strewn over the announce table. McIntyre's taken out Reigns.
And now McIntyre's got Ciampa.
He'll turn his attention to a former NXT champion.
Well, both of these men have fought for Goldie in the past, but Ciampa was in War Games last night, unlike McIntyre. And now McIntyre just picking up Ciampa like a child.
Alabama slam.
Goes for the cover.
No. Ciampa managing to kick out.
Yes, son. Well, Ciampa needs to go over to his corner. It's only these 2 men at the moment. Is McIntyre looking to finish things?
Go on, son. I've always liked you, McIntyre.
Well, McIntyre's looked great here tonight, I tell you that. As he looks to put Ciampa away.
Claymore kick. No. Runs into a spear. Fuck.
And Roman Reigns has eliminated McIntyre.
So I've still got Seth Rollins.
Seth frickin' Rollins left. Reigns and Corbin on SmackDown. Rollins rolling up Reigns.
Go on. 2. Oh. Just a 2 count.
2. And these 2 men know each other so well. It was 7 years ago they debuted as your Shield. As Reigns gets sent to the outside now.
No, Rollins charging out the ring but gets caught with a huge uppercut.
Now Roman Reigns going to go for the drive-by. Reigns in a little bit of trouble. Now Ciampa catching Reigns.
Draping DDT.
And he said that's not going to do it. He's going to set him up now.
Fairy tale ending. No, Reigns gets out of it. Superman punch. And Ciampa's dead.
Well, fans aren't happy. Corbin, desperately for the tag. And big Keith Lee offering his hand. And Keith Lee wants Ciampa in.
Baron Corbin with a cheap shot running in, taking out Keith Lee. I don't mind, because I'm Team Raw.
Well, Corbin is hated here.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but Braun Strowman got counted out, but Seth Rollins been out the ring for at least 30 seconds.
At least a minute and a half.
And he's not been counted out?
I know. And now Corbin getting Reigns into his corner. Tags himself in but talks trash. And now he's going to look to put Ciampa away.
Reigns delivers a Superman punch, followed by a spear.
And has Reigns joined NXT? What? What's going on?
Leaves Ciampa to pick the bones. And it is now one man on Raw, one man on SmackDown. And James, your NXT has the two-man advantage.
Yeah, with Ciampa and Keith Lee and Reigns looking on. Fuck 'em. And now Seth Rollins getting back in. And what a face-off this is. The three captains of their teams.
Or will we see a Shield reunion of sorts?
Ciampa could be in serious trouble here if that's the case.
Well, there's no Keith Lee to assist him. So he goes after the two big men. Keith Lee slides his way into the ring, though.
And this is basically broken down to a tag team match. It's Rollins and Reigns now. I'm not answering it. They'll knock again if it's pulled. Keith Lee getting beaten out of the ring.
Are we going to see him fisting each other in the ring?
Well, there's a look of understanding there, most definitely.
A shield bomb.
And
perhaps.
now Rollins sending Ciampa to the outside.
Well, they want to find out who the big dog really is.
Or either that, or like you said, maybe look at the shield bomb.
Well, it seems like they are in cahoots for now.
Well, they made their debut, like I said, doing it to Ryback for the announce table. Now look to put Ciampa away.
Ambrose comes through the crowd and joins in.
Well, Ambrose comes out. Dan loses his shit, but they're looking to put Ciampa away. Where's Gargano to save his partner? And Ciampa fight, I think he's got, but this could be the end.
Not only the end for Ciampa, but I think the end for James's chances of winning this match.
And now Rollins picking Ciampa up.
Again, even being on opposing teams, they still managed to perform the shield bomb on someone as well.
Ooh-ah! Now Ciampa just about to go through the table.
But Keith Lee with the pounce taking out Reigns and Rollins.
Come on, boy. Come on, Keith Lee.
James, will you bask in his glory if he manages to get the victory?
He will be my wrestler of the year if I could get the win here. Oh.
Wrestler of the decade.
Wrestler of the decade. As Reigns sends Lee into the stairs. It's Ciampa and Rollins, only one left for Raw.
Ciampa's exposed his knee.
And now he's looking for the power
Fairy
bomb.
tale ending. Oh no, Project Ciampa.
1, 2,
no. Well done, Seffy boy.
How is Seth still in this one?
Because he's going to win it.
NXT. Come on now, Ciampa. Well, Seth Rollins this year has faced The Fiend and Brock Lesnar, but maybe nothing more important right now than winning for Team Raw. And now put Rollins away.
Now this is a fairy tale ending.
Rollins up.
Now Rollins with a backslide. Super kick to Ciampa. Second to the gut. Oh, looking for the stomp. Ciampa misses it. Catches Rollins with a big boot.
Oh my God, Seth came off for a second, got caught by a huge knee by Ciampa.
Fairy
Tail
tale
ending.
No, Superman punch.
Oh no.
Seth stomp.
No, not like this.
1, 2, 3. Now Shield are going to team up, take out Keith Lee.
Well, more importantly, like I said, the numbers game. It's only one Raw, one SmackDown, one NXT, but you would feel Reigns and Rollins on the same page and Keith Lee's in trouble.
Rollins and Reigns are on the same page and Keith's in a completely different book.
Well, Lee's in trouble, but he won't be intimidated. Great performance last night in War Games and tonight being the last man in for his team.
Indeed, yes, and
the crowd, I tell you something, I'm definitely behind Keith Lee.
well, they're all basking in his glory.
When you talk about a make or break performance, people know Keith Lee is now.
Well, takes out Rollins and Reigns.
And now he's going to throw Rollins.
He throws him at least halfway across the ring.
At least 3/4 across the ring, but gets thrown on the apron.
Well, it took both men combined to take him out the ring. But he's still fighting back as he springs over the ropes, cross-bodies the pair of the former Shield members.
Deep down, you want Keith Lee to pull this off, didn't you? I mean, if it wasn't points on the line.
If it wasn't points on the line, Keith Lee getting a victory would be brilliant.
Come on, Keith. And he's picking up Rollins, looking to put him away.
Rollins lands on his feet, though. Lovely drop kick. Kick to the face.
Uh-oh, and now Rollins looking to go up. The crowd aren't happy, but here comes Seth.
Frog splash.
And this could be it.
One, two.
Oh, Keith Lee is still in this one. Fighting with everything he's got. And a huge NXT chant. And Seth, the first NXT champion, saying, I'm the man this all should be about. Oh, no, Keith Lee's in trouble.
He's going to get his face stomped into the mat. Burn down. Burn it down. Burn James down.
Well, here we go. Curb stomp. No.
Gets caught by Lee.
Slams him down. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Keith Lee has eliminated Seth Rollins.
Keith Lee has pinned a former WWE and Universal Champion, a Royal Rumble winner.
The very first NXT champ, Keith Lee, gets the biggest. But there's one bigger one because Raw's gone. It's just SmackDown, and surely it's going to be NXT now.
Fuck it, come on NXT. Come on, Keith.
Come on, Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
If anybody can do it, it's Keith. On the first show,
I will bask in his glory.
Well, what a performance it's been by the big man, and he looks to be ready for this confrontation. And the big dog getting into his yard. Oh, now Lee managing to dodge the Superman punch.
Oh, doesn't dodge it on the second time of asking. Or the third.
Oh, my God. 1, 2.
Lee managing to kick out.
Barely. Reigns, we talk about Randy Orton's record. Reigns has got a fantastic record as winning Survivor Series matches, but Keith Lee is still in this one. Oh, I think the rest was close to a third, but now it looks like Reigns is definitely going to try and make sure of this and SmackDown.
Well, Reigns looking to charge in on Keith Lee, who's barely able to get to his feet. He's looking a bit punch drunk. His eyes are glazed over like he's been eating donuts.
And he probably has, bless him, but he can fly like a cruiserweight. Here comes Reigns in.
Oh!
Lee's got him.
Pop up, sit up, powerbomb.
1, 4. Oh, Roman Reigns managing to kick out. And now Keith Lee's going to try and take advantage. Come on, big man.
Moonsault. Go on, big man.
He's going to end it now.
Second rope moonsault missed. Spear hits.
Oh, no. Reigns into the cover.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. And there goes my chance for that match to draw level. Oh, my God. I don't believe how close was that. Dan, what do you think of the match?
Keith Lee. That is what I think of that match. Keith Lee is, before War Games I was unsure on him. After War Games I was a bit hotter on him. And now I'm even more fucking hotter. The bloke is absolutely brilliant. Certainly deserves a push sometime very soon down the line. Really pissed off at the way they fucking treated Walter. I think with Walter and he should have got a count out with Strowman.
It was annoying how they treated Strowman as well, like an afterthought. McIntyre looked good in it. Ricochet didn't get enough time. I think the ending was really well done. But it's a shame Roman Reigns wins in that way. And not just because of the no point. But the fact is that, did Reigns really need it? But I'm sure SmackDown needs its star in that way. But I think that's a really good match. I think it's been... it was Ben's match, and we saw a couple of things going down here, but just the action itself. But like I said, take a bow, Keith Lee. That's fair play. The scores at the moment, NXT are 3, SmackDown on 2, and Raw has only got 1. We've got 2 matches left, but only 1 Raw versus NXT versus SmackDown match. And you can see the look on Reigns' face. He's definitely been in a war as he looks at Keith Lee. And like I said, what a performance by this man from NXT.
Well, he's certainly getting a nodding respect of approval from Roman Reigns. He held his own against the big dog of the company. And will we see a handshake of gratitude from a former NXT alumni to a current NXT superstar?
Well, both men looking at each other, and Keith Lee
bows to Roman Reigns.
And a bit of respect there. And we can see Keith Lee join the Shield. Oh, no, wait, just a bit of respect.
Fist me, big boy. Fist me.
And what a moment that was. Reigns saying, yep, you got my respect for that.
Reigns is definitely the new John Cena, isn't he?
Well, he's the new John Cena, he's the Undertaker, he's a new guy that you kind of have to go through. And I'm sure Roman Reigns look forward to having wars with Keith Lee down the line, what matches that should be. But I've been quite impressed with Survivor Series so far. It's been quite good. And now we're going to get a little bit more serious, because up next it's the WWE Championship match, and it's Brock Lesnar versus Rey Mysterio.
Montoya.
But SmackDown win. And we also see Becky Lynch, and she's ready for her main event match, as it was here tonight. But Dan, what have you thought of the build-up between Rey Mysterio and Brock Lesnar?
I think this one's probably had the more build-up going into it. This is going to be the more personal match as well. You know, it's a few years, 15 years since these two guys first met. And it's kind of got a really personal feel to it as well between the two superstars. You know, Rey Mysterio kind of escorting Cain Velasquez out and kind of introducing him to Brock Lesnar. You know, Brock Lesnar's one and only weakness. Brock managed to overcome that. He took out Dominic, Rey Mysterio's son, and Rey Mysterio's coming for blood. And, you know, even though he is a huge, huge underdog, Rey Mysterio is still one of the only underdogs that you know that can beat pretty much any odds stacked against him.
Without doubt, it's weird because we thought it was going to be about Cain Velasquez fighting Lesnar, but it is in fact Rey Mysterio's come and said earlier as well with a lead pipe. He means business. I'm not sure what is that. The Joker he's coming out as
Doink.
He's dressed as Doink the Clown.
Yes, he really wants to go into a match against Brock Lesnar dressed as a clown.
Yeah, if you don't want to annoy Lesnar anymore, but it's Universal title time. Prediction-wise, Dan, who have you gone for in this match?
I have gone for Brock Lesnar.
I too have gone Brock Lesnar in this match. Points-wise, we should say it's still 4-3, and we've got 2 matches left, but we've got the same for this one. So, Dan, you're guaranteed the victory anyway.
I'm guaranteed a point. Can you scrape one back yourself?
See if I can draw or not. It's not going to happen in this match. But it should be quite interesting. We've talked about it. Depends what Brock Lesnar wants to do in this match. If he wants Brock Lesnar to work with him, maybe Mysterio to work with him or not. It should be an interesting thing to see. And Mysterio's not as animated as he usually is.
He's got a lot more serious look on his face. It's a look that I've only seen like a couple of times before. And it kind of goes back to in between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania when he had to face Randy Orton for his spot after winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so you know Mysterio can mean business. Hopefully tonight gets Brock Lesnar, he shows it. But Brock Lesnar, WWE champion, and he's been the champion at Survivor Series. He's past 3 years now.
Well, Rey Mysterio hasn't got his metal pipe. Well, James, here comes the pain.
We talk about this match, but maybe Survivor Series got come into play into this one. Because remember 3 years ago when Lesnar walked into a Universal title match against Bill Goldberg, and everybody thought it was a foregone conclusion. In the end, he underestimated Goldberg. Will we see a surprise like that tonight? Lesnar looking in great shape. And it always seems there's gold around his waist, so that's thanks in part to Paul Heyman. And Lesnar now seems to be smirking.
No, James, he hasn't got a cigar in his gob, but as you're saying, he's underestimating his challenger. And that is a thing that comes unstuck for Brock Lesnar.
In the history, you know, we talk about famous history. Of course, we know Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero being close together. No Way Out 2004. Lesnar didn't give Guerrero a chance, and Guerrero managed to upset. Will we see a kind of another miracle like that here tonight, or is it just a foregone conclusion? Mysterio going to the apron as the introductions happen. Mysterio only weighs 170 pounds as Paul Heyman grabs the microphone. Well, will it be miracle or massacre here tonight, Dan? We both think Lesnar, but will it be over within a matter of seconds? Or will he last
I think Rey Mysterio is going to last what Lesnar did against Goldberg.
I think Mysterio needs to get out of harm's way.
Absolutely, yeah. He needs to get some weapons. He needs to get himself an equaliser. And, Mysterio needs to run.
Well, without a shadow of a doubt. Speed is the vital advantage. Mysterio, Lesnar's always kind of struggled with the smaller guys. Mysterio going to outside straight away.
Grabbing his metal pole.
He's got a huge pole in his hands.
He's small, it looks big.
That's why it touches the ground. And he says to Lesnar, this is what I'm going to do to you.
Oh, Lesnar's retreating.
Well, Lesnar's no idiot, as he's just going to take his time.
Well, Lesnar may be an idiot, James, but Lesnar is no idiot.
And Mysterio asking Lesnar to come in. Come on. You wanted to fight. Well, that is the equaliser. Lesnar knows how the pipe feels, and Mysterio going to go chasing after.
Well, Lesnar cuts off Mysterio as he gets back into the ring.
Well, Mysterio still got his hand on a pipe as he gets clotheslined. And Lesnar just standing over him.
Clotheslines Ray down, but Ray still holds on to that metal pole. Finally relinquishes it.
And now might be Mysterio going to enter Suplex City. No, just gets thrown outside.
You're not really a fan of that belly slide that Mysterio does, are you?
Well, he does it in every match, but now it's the very an offensive move. It's him taking it. As Lesnar gone now to nearly announce tables.
And he gets slid across the Spanish announce table.
Well, Suplex 66 on 9 chances. Mysterio goes flying, and it's all Lesnar. And we're worried about this for Mysterio.
Oh, wow. Lesnar throwing Rey Mysterio through the announce table covering.
How strong Lesnar is to what Mysterio is. It's, usually equivalent to a sack of spuds. It's like Lesnar throwing a packet of crisps over his shoulder when it comes to Rey Mysterio, the height and trajectory.
Absolutely.
And I think Lesnar's been embarrassed by Mysterio these past few months as well, and I think he wants to put an exclamation point on it. He wants to hurt Mysterio.
I think that with the Lesnar mindset is he definitely doesn't think Rey Mysterio's worthy.
And you think about what he's done, to Dominic, his son, and to his friend Cain Velasquez. It's like Lesnar is picking apart Rey Mysterio.
But one vital, huge question. Does Rey Mysterio actually deserve a title shot?
No, but they're trying to build it as a more kind of personal matter. Did Cain Velasquez deserve a title shot? No, he didn't. So this is the kind of thing they're doing. People don't earn opportunities in WWE. They just, and I think this is what we've seen when it comes to title opportunities. And when they do have an opportunity, like a Survivor Series match or a King of the Ring tournament where the winner could be a number one contender, they don't deliver on it.
No.
But that's WWE anyway. And now Lesnar's got Mysterio up.
No, Rey with the backslide pushes Lesnar into the ring post, who pretty much just shakes it off. Now Rey trying to crawl towards his weapon of choice. Catches Mysterio.
Heyman calling Lesnar, saying he's going to get close. Oh! Oh, shit. Well, a German suplex. Mysterio's back right across that pipe.
I don't know if that was playing spot. It was quite interesting the way it went down, though.
The pipe just bent there with Mysterio's body. Wow, Lesnar just throwing around. I can confirm that's not Dink in there. That is Rey Mysterio.
I thought it was Wink or Pink.
And now Lesnar's saying, go on, get your pipe now. Get your pipe and smoke it. There's a hushed silence over this crowd as well, because we've seen this before from Lesnar. Just is not any threat to Brock without a shadow. There's nothing offensive that he can do as he gets thrown again with a suplex. And wait a minute, it's Dominic with a towel.
He's begging to Brock Lesnar. He's saying, look, he's had enough.
Oh no, we're going to see a towel thrown in. It's like Bret Hart, Bob Backlund all over again, 25 years ago.
He's pleading with Lesnar. He snatches a towel and says, no, Brock Lesnar's thrown in a towel. Rey Mysterio's the new world champion.
No, he threw out the towel's the difference. And now Lesnar is going to put hurt on Dominic.
And he grabs Dominic by the throat.
He's going to stick his pole. Oh!
Well, Daddy to the rescue.
Well, he went low to Lesnar. And now Lesnar could be in a bit of trouble.
And Dominic low his own. A bit of retribution there.
And now Mysterio with a pipe.
Dominic does look a lot like Eddie Guerrero, though.
Well, I tell you what, Dominic's twice the size of Mysterio. And now Mysterio with a pipe to Lesnar.
Dominic with a steel chair. Now it's a father and son beatdown.
And what the hell's Mysterio and Dominic doing?
619. Double 619.
And Dominic going up. You're kidding me.
Frog splash.
Takes out Lesnar. Here goes Mysterio.
Frog splash.
Eddie Guerrero. Dominic Mysterio into the pin.
Oh.
Oh, Lesnar managing to kick out. Well, the spirit of 04 was with him, but close, but not close enough. And a huge Eddie chant now as Mysterio wants Dominic to go up.
Brock Lesnar catches him though.
Uh-oh.
German suplex and just throws Dominic across the ring. Rey Mysterio looking for a crossbody. Gets caught. F5.
Lesnar in the cover.
3.
Job done. That was a great finish to that match, wasn't it?
That was a brilliant finish, yeah.
The opening 5 minutes of it weren't great. It was a standard Brock Lesnar match. But the last bit with Dominic in, I mean, for a second there, it looked like Lesnar was losing with the low blows and the frog splashes, but managed to stop it and throw Dominic across the ring, and Mysterio gets F5. But the fans chanting for Dominic, yeah, that was quite impressive there from the young man. What are your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, he's certainly someone that can seem to hold his own in the ring. Getting German suplexed by Brock Lesnar is probably no easy feat. That being said, this is probably the best way it could have gone for Brock Lesnar. I think Rey Mysterio, if it was going to go a bit more in his favour and he was going to get a bit more of a look in. But, we always knew that Brock Lesnar was going to walk out champion.
Yeah, I think that is the right call, and prediction-wise, we both went for that. So it's 5-4 with one match left. So not a bad match there. And of course, we should say NXT are 3-1. up over Raw, and SmackDown now are on 2. So if SmackDown can win the last match, they will draw the night for them. And the main event is going to be the women's champion for Raw, SmackDown, NXT colliding. You got Shayna Baszler, Bayley, and Becky Lynch.
And I hope we've gone the same.
I hope not. All right, so it's main event time, and what have you thought of the build-up to the women's championship match, Dan?
I think it's been interesting. You know, you've kind of got the Shayna Baszler. What's her motivation? Is she trying to get a bit of retribution for Ronda Rousey? What happened at WrestleMania? You know, she has been quite a dominant champion. Love her or hate her. Bayley, she's been kind of deemed as the underdog throughout this. You know, she's finally achieved her SmackDown Women's Championship. Is everyone wrong to discount her? And of course you've got Becky, the woman who beat Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. You know, probably one of the most dominant forces. It was kind of like, you know, since she's become the man, she's been somewhat unbeatable. So a highly motivated clash, especially for Bayley, because she's certainly got something to prove.
Yeah, I mean, when you consider the kind of, you know, Bayley holding the title, she's held it on the least out of these 3 women because, you know, Shayna Baszler's going on this incredible 400-day plus reign. Becky Lynch has been champion since WrestleMania, and kind of Bayley is the odd one out. But it's great that it's the main event because, again, women's wrestling showing what it can do. But prediction-wise in this one, Dan, I have gone for Bayley to this. I mean, I need a point to win. Have you gone different or the same?
I have gone for the Irish lass kicker, Becky. So, James, if Shayna Baszler or Becky Lynch wins, I win. Yeah. So you've got a 1 in 3 chance of winning drawing a pay-per-view point.
I need Bayley to desperately, otherwise it'd be 3 in a row for you, and you'd be catching up with the pay-per-views as well. But Bayley coming out. Now, I've got my hopes in Bayley. You know, I think she can do the job. She looks a lot more serious recently.
Well, if you look at Bayley's outfit, the A and the E in Bayley line up perfectly with the W in the belt.
Oh, yeah.
Bayley's going to AEW.
Bayley looks like AEW, and she's going to be in business here tonight, going against Lynch. And like we say, it's 3 for the NXT, 2 for SmackDown, 1 for Raw. So if Lynch wins this one, at least Raw will save some face tonight.
And if SmackDown win this one, they can come joint top with NXT.
And that would be great since their move from Fox. It's been a good night for NXT. Of course, the only match they didn't win was one that I went for them in. So that's good to get to know. But we'll see what happens in this one.
So your prediction of it ending 2-2-2 hasn't come true?
No, I thought it was going to be all equal into this. Oh, well. What can you do? You win some, you lose some. Let's wait for the NXT Women's Champion.
Are you still confident in Bayley?
She doesn't look that confident.
Absolutely not. No.
I'm a bit worried about it, that she doesn't look confident. Uh-oh.
Oh, my fucking rat.
Well, Baze is going to come out here with Marina Shafir and Jasmine Duke. Not good enough to be in a War Games team, but good enough to come out.
Having a quick last-minute pep talk as Baszler comes out here on her own. Shayna, 2-time Baszler.
Well, Bayley looking to banish the ghosts of the past. Finally win a big match. There's none bigger to prove that you're the best women's champion in WWE.
Does this match deserve to headline?
I think so. You know, it could have even listed on the men's one. It's a bit weird that there's not a lot on the line when it comes to this. It would have been easier if it was kind of equal, but then again, sometimes that doesn't happen. But it's good to... They're shining on the women's division, aren't they? You know, they talk about, especially with NXT early night, winning the women's elimination match, and now this one here, you feel like this is them saying, you know, you've talked about a lot about AEW not really having a lot of women's wrestling. Well, WWE have actually got a women's match main event in their pay-per-view. And how often does that happen?
Well, you know, you kind of look at the AEW pay-per-views, you've normally got a member of the Elite starting a pay-per-view and you've got a member of the Elite finishing it. But this, you know, you've got a women's roster starting it and you've got a women's roster finishing it. And I think that is really strong for WWE wrestling, and that is certainly a lot of points over what AEW can deliver in, you know, their women's wrestling.
Yeah, and it's shining a light on NXT as well. But you got a question, maybe Baszler's condition, if she is 100% after War Games last night.
Because, you know, you can even throw Impact into the mix. I mean, they've got Tessa Blanchard as a number one contender for the heavyweight championship, not the women's championship, the heavyweight championship.
And I think that's just shown a growth in women's wrestling. It needs to be kind of adjusted too. Becky Lynch coming out and she's always confident. And she has been the man on Monday Night Raw. And I think there'll be some hard feelings between Baszler and Lynch because Lynch beat Baszler's friend Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania.
Well, what I'm thinking is that 2 of the 4 horsewomen of WWE are going to gang up on horsewomen of MMA. And then they're going to put Baszler out, and it's going to be Becky and Bayley for brand supremacy.
Right, let's hope that happens. Let's take out Baszler if Lynch gets a hell of a reaction. So are you still confident you'll pick a Becky Lynch now?
I am, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll see if Lynch is the last woman standing here tonight.
Would it make things better if this was an elimination match?
It might do. But then again, would the other woman get short-changed? Let's see if this triple threat match is better than the one that we had the main event at WrestleMania, which, of course, Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair involved. So it's nice to see 2 women that aren't Charlotte Flair.
3 women that aren't Charlotte Flair. One of them is Becky, though.
Yeah, so, I mean, you have got 1 of the 4 horsewomen, of course, with Baszler involved. Well, 2 of the 4 horsewomen, sorry, forget about Bayley. She had such a change. And that's what I'm banking on tonight.
No, that's
Sasha. Sorry, Bayley, that's what I'm hoping for. And here we go, both women facing down Baszler. Of course, you've got 2 women in there and Shayna Baszler, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
You got 2 women in there and Pete Dunne.
No, Pete Dunne wrestled, Shayna Baszler wrestled Adam Cole early in the night.
Yeah.
And Bayley sending Baszler into Lynch, and both women going at it, and Lynch just throwing Bayley away.
She wants her some of Baszler.
Oh my God, and a huge right hand by Baszler and a clothesline by Bayley.
Both women are turning on the Irish lass kicker. Bayley's got something to prove, not only to herself, but to everyone else. Apart from James, because James believes in Bayley.
Yeah, I believe in Bayley, and now Baszler taking Bayley down, turns it round.
And both women are brawling, making their way out of the ring, and Baszler's got the upper hand. Becky Lynch on the edge of the ring apron, though. Drop kicks Bayley and elbows Baszler. Very impressive dual takedown there from the man. So we've got Becky Lynch is known as the man. Shayna Baszler looks like a man. And Bayley...
Well, Sasha Banks feels like a man.
Bayley looks like Santino Marella. Or Santina Marella.
Well, how do we know it's not?
Wow, it's true.
And now it's Lynch and Bayley in the middle of the ring. Lynch with a leg drop and an elbow. Just quick offence. Now he's trying to get a victory. Goes for the leg drop, but Bayley managing to move. And now snapmare down. Lynch hits the back of her head on the canvas. Bayley into the cover, but Lynch managing to bridge out of it. And now baseball slide to Baszler, keeping it on the apron. Knee to Bayley's face and a kick.
Becky Lynch going up top. But Bayley cuts her off with a huge right hand. Throws her off the second rope.
Now Lynch struggling to get to her feet. Holding her lower back. Here comes Bayley. Come on, girl.
What was that?
That was a botch. Bayley went over like a turnbuckle.
Baszler in to break up any pin attempt.
Ah, that's a shame. It doesn't feel the crowd are really into this yet either.
No. Baszler throwing Bayley into the turnbuckles. You can see Shayna's got her back strapped up from what Ripley done to her in War Games.
Uh-oh, now it's got the hand of Lynch.
That's a move that Pete Dunne does as well.
Bayley saying no, Baszler.
Now Bayley's begging off a bit. She draws Shayna Baszler in, sends her face first into the second turnbuckle. And she's putting her boots to Shayna 2 times.
Yeah, she's stomping a mud hole and walking it dry. As Bayley now a snapmare to Baszler. Goes for the cover, but only a 1.
Oh, stomps on Bayley's arm.
And Baszler with a knee, and now it's got Bayley.
Thrown her from pillar to post, but Becky Lynch is in, cuts Shayna off. We've not seen any allegiances between any of these women yet.
No, they all seem to be just concentrating, beating the crap at each other. Lynch sends Baszler into the corner, goes for the kick, but gets caught.
And just gets planted to the mat and a kick to the chest. But Bayley springs out of the corner, takes out Shayna.
And Bayley choking Lynch out that second rope. The commentators talking out how good NXT are. The women's division, that's kind of really shone brightly this past couple of days to talk about it. The women's division NXT really put itself on the map. And I don't think we've had a better match than Bayley versus Banks at an NXT event for women, but you feel like it's getting to that point again.
Absolutely, but drop toe hold by Bayley and just bouncing Becky Lynch's head off the mat. She is a completely different animal now, Bayley. Into the cover, but only a 2 count.
2.
Takes off Shayna as she's trying to get back into the ring.
Bayley now just in control, needs to take advantage of this. Don't need to muck about. But Lynch now shots in the midsection. Rights and lefts trying to get out of this. Trip across, Bayley into the corner. Lynch is really struggling with that midsection, and Bayley now just takes her down. Right hands. And now Bayley asking the crowd, do you hear that?
Dropping her body weight onto the back of to get her way up.
And this has been impressive by Bayley, managing to keep Baszler out of the ring and concentrate the attack on Becky Lynch. But Lynch is going to take a lot to beat her.
So which one would be the easiest for Bayley to beat? Do you think it'd be Lynch or Shayna?
I think it might be easy to pin Baszler. I think with Lynch at the moment, both of these women on great kind of runs. But I think with Baszler, just a kind of quick victory we've seen her lose for. With Lynch, I don't know how much it takes. The Rousey can get the job done against Becky Lynch, then it's going to take a kind of hell of an effort, maybe both of them trying to team together. Of course, Baszler's not 100% either, so you just target the back as Baszler tries to come back in, but Lynch cuts both off.
A Beck-Sploder suplex to Bayley. One to Shayna.
A huge kick to Bayley's face and a shot to Baszler.
Oh, Becky fighting off both women. An inverted DDT to Bayley, a DDT to Baszler at the same time. Goes for a cover on Bayley, but only a 2.
2. Come on, Bayley, stay in this one.
Now dragging her limp, lifeless body to the corner.
And now Lynch going to go up. Going to try and maybe put Bayley away.
Lovely leg drop off the top. 2. No, Shayna in to make the save.
And we've seen tonight how difficult it is in triple threat matches. To get the pin, you've got to have eyes in your back of your head.
Baszler disposed of by Becky. Bayley capitalising on it.
2. Oh no!
Rama, tap, Bayley, tap!
And now Bayley's in trouble.
Tap! Shayna in with a knee to the chest of Becky. Plants her.
My God, huge gutbuster. And Baszler, don't forget about Bayley.
A running knee to the side of Baszler's head. Into the cover. 1, 2, no. Baszler managing to kick out.
Just not enough yet to put Baszler away. And Bayley, now Bayley to Bayley. This is
it's
it.
Baszler. 1, 2,
2.
no. Shayna managing to get the shoulder up at 2.
2. You fucking cunt. Unbelievable there. And Bayley can't believe it, neither can I. And Baszler might not have a lot left in the tank. And Bayley arguing with the ref. Right, get on her. Get on Shayna. No one's ever said before. Back quick. Now takes her eye off the ball.
But Bayley managing to escape it, sending Baszler hung up on a second. Comes charging in with a knee to the side of her head.
And a huge shot there. Means business. I don't think Baszler knows where she is right now.
Oh, Bayley knows exactly where Baszler is right now. As Baszler just pummeling away at Bayley.
I mean, just huge shots now to the midsection. Bayley trying to cover up, but no avail. And just huge shots now. Baszler with the suplex, but Bayley gets his shoulder up at 2.
2.
It's kind of a little bit flat, isn't it, this match at the moment?
It is, yeah. It's not really reached.
It's not really done anything. I mean, it's just your kind of standard, keep the person out of the ring, have a singles match.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for Lynch to come back in and a little bit of a comeback from Bayley. But the crowd don't really seem invested into it either, so maybe you think it's the wrong choice for the main event. Maybe the Lesnar match should have gone on last.
Yeah, I think the crowd has been relatively flat tonight. There's been a few poppy moments, but not the normal crowd that you'd expect.
Well, Baszler's got Bayley on her shoulders, but here comes Lynch.
Drop kicks Baszler, who drops Bayley.
And now all 3 women down in the middle of the ring. And with all the wrestling we've watched over this weekend and this week, it comes down to these final moments in the triple threat match. And it's NXT and Raw at the moment. That's not a good sign.
Absolutely not. No, SmackDown's pretty much been eliminated for the time being. But Becky and Baszler going toe to toe.
And neither women get the advantage. And now it's Baszler with the right hands. But Lynch responds. And now here goes Bayley diving crossbody. And can Bayley build some momentum now? Bayley now trying to pick up. Baszler grabs Bayley.
Baszler just going to town on Bayley, setting her up in the corner.
And now Baszler looking to gut wrench Bayley. If this happens, this could be the end. Bayley's desperately holding on.
Shoves Baszler off. But Becky Lynch there to pull Bayley off.
And now Bayley managing to dodge Lynch.
Kicks her in the face.
This could be Bayley's chance.
She got Becky in her sights. No, gets caught by Baszler.
And the Killer Voodoo clutch. But Bayley managing to get out of it. Baszler's turning around for better position.
I think Becky there saving Bayley in this match. Grabs hold of Shayna, who's sat up in the corner. Powerbomb. Rolls her up. 2. Oh, only a 2 count.
2. And I would like to say the guy in the green shirt, you know, his front row, he's looking at his phone during this match. You know that? He just looked right then. Meant to be a big fan, are you enjoying your wrestling? Oh, women's revolution, man. And now Lynch trying to put Baszler away. Looking for the disarmer.
No, gets caught in a Kirifuda clutch.
Oh, fucking hell. Bayley up in the apron and down again. Lynch
1, 2. Oh, into the disarmer.
And Lynch has got Baszler.
Tap, Shayna, tap!
Don't you fucking...
Tap,
Don't
Shayna,
you
tap!
dare.
Baszler rolling through. Becky turns it into a cross arm breaker.
Oh my god, that's beautiful transition for Baszler trying to get the Kirifuda clutch in. Both women back on the feet. Bayley comes.
Bayley goes.
Oh. And now Bayley again grabbing Baszler.
Drags her out of the ring by a leg.
And Bayley might be injured. Oh god. Well, that might be Bayley out of the match as she gets sent into the ring post.
And then followed up by Lynch. Where Lynch gets kneed in the back by Shayna. And then throws Lynch into the ring post.
Now it's Baszler on top.
Throws Becky into the steel stairs.
And as the match goes on, it looks like Baszler has got more confident and sends Lynch into the stairs for a second time. And the fans chant, "We want tables."
Baszler throws Becky into the announce table.
Well, the SmackDown and Raw Women's Champion are in serious trouble here. Baszler going to suplex Lynch. Oh! Oh my god, the announce table bouncing her head off. I think her head might hit the monitor. Lynch is out, the crowd aren't happy.
But
Here comes
Bayley's
Bayley. Come on, Bayley. Do it for SmackDown.
Come on, Becky or Baszler.
And now Bayley throws Baszler in. We're going to see Bayley to Bayley.
No, Kirifuda clutch.
No.
Tap.
No, Bayley reversing, turns it round into a pin.
But Baszler rolls it back. Side suplex from Bayley.
Well done, Bayley. Make sure you don't get caught. And now it's going to go up. And he's going to look to put Baszler away. It's going to be a draw for Team SmackDown.
Come on, Shayna.
Here she comes.
Drops the elbow. No, gets caught.
Oh, no.
Kirifuda clutch.
No. No.
Tap.
No.
Tap.
No.
Tap.
And Bayley's in trouble.
She's either going to tap out or pass out, James.
Oh, don't do either.
Tap. Yes!
Baszler beats Bayley. My God. Shayna Baszler wins that match. Dan, what were your thoughts on it?
It started off a bit slow. I think
Again, just like the Brock versus Rey Mysterio match, it kind of perked up towards the end half, and I think it kind of exploded into quite a good match. One thing that annoyed me is there was not really many all three women going at once. You know, it was either 2-on-2, 1-on-1, or with someone else getting thrown out, which was quite annoying for a triple threat match.
Yeah, I mean, compared to the triple threat match last night at TakeOver, you can see the difference between the two. That was how you do a proper triple threat match, whereas this is not really. But, it's a damn shame that Bayley came up short, but Lynch was protected in that. Means neither of us get a point, so it ends 5-4 to Dan. He gets a pay-per-view point, and now it's 9-7 on the pay-per-view score. So just like that, Dan is back in it when it comes. We've got one more pay-per-view left. Of course, that's TLC next month. And the finals 5 series results: NXT on 4, SmackDown 2, and Raw. Just questions will be asked about that. But Shayna Baszler celebrates with the NXT Championship, and what a night it has been for NXT. Like I say, only one match that they lost, and that's the one I went from. So we'll see what happens. And that is it for the weekend. I mean, we had War Games, we've had Survivor Series, and Shayna Baszler coming out on top in the end. And now just looking down on Becky Lynch. Lynch, though, getting to her feet, taking out Baszler. Well, Lynch is not happy that she lost and didn't get pinned. And now what the hell is Becky Lynch going to do to Shayna Baszler?
Sends her through the announce table.
Well, Michael Cole says sends her through the announce table, but the announce table didn't actually break. And now Lynch is going to try again.
Boom!
Hey!
Drops the leg through Baszler. The announce table explodes.
And Becky shouts, "This is my fucking shit." That going to set it up for Baszler versus Lynch down the line for the Women's Championship. Lynch is the last woman standing, even though Baszler gets the win. I think that tells you about maybe WWE's long-term plan for the women's division. So let's go back. It's been a very long night, but we're going to go back to the very start. Well, go back to start of what we did. Viking Raiders versus the New Day versus the Undisputed Era. Very basic match, but pretty fun. I gave that 3.5 out of 5.
Yep, I gave that a 3.5 out of 5.
And then we started off proper with the Women's Survivor Series match.
Yeah, the match went very smoothly. I thought the ending was very innovative as well. Again, it was head and shoulders above the men's Survivor Series match.
Do you reckon? I think the men's... Oh, we'll get on to that in a minute. We'll argue about that in a minute. Yeah, it was a good match, wasn't it? With NXT getting the victory, so I know why you're happy about that. And the two NXT women going to the back. I didn't like the Oscar and the Charlotte thing. I wasn't happy about that, and the poison mist to the face. And I think SmackDown got treated a little bit unfairly, but Sasha Banks tried her best. But it was a good match. What was your score then?
3 7/8.
Mine was 3 1/4. 3 3/4, sorry. And then we had Nakamura, AJ Strong. This got better as the triple threat match went along, really, and they started to real build momentum towards the end. I was quite pleased about that. Roderick Strong getting the victory shocked me without a shadow of a doubt, but still really, really strong. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I thought it was a very good match. All three guys performed very well, and it was kind of a non-stop match, which is what you like to see in a triple threat match.
Yeah, I gave that 4 out of 5.
I gave that a 4 1/4 out of 5.
And then we had Adam Cole versus Pete Dunne.
Again, absolutely great match. Both of these guys looked on top form. It was very, very close for Dunne. I think he came up just a bit short, but it's going to kind of set up, hopefully, another couple more matches again between them at takeovers. I wouldn't complain one bit.
No, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, these two men look really, really good. What was your score?
4 3/4.
I gave that 4 out of 5. And then the men's elimination match, Series match. I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 out.
Just a 4.
Just a 4, yeah. It wasn't great, was it? Men's elimination match, the Survivor Series match. I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was really, really good. Keith Lee came across as a star. And when you can use one of these matches, Fiend versus Bryan. Well, let me talk about the men's elimination match. We'll come back to Fiend versus Bryan. I thought the Keith Lee storyline of making him work the way he did showed that you can make a star from these matches. It doesn't just have to be about the winner. Keith Lee was a loser in this, but it came a star, and hopefully this can work for him. Fiend versus Bryan. What are your thoughts on Fiend versus Bryan?
Are we not doing it?
Yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute, but you just said go to Fiend Bryan then.
I thought it was a very good match. The Fiend absolutely seems beatable, and I do like Daniel Bryan kind of putting his yes movement back into things as well. I thought that was absolutely great.
Yeah, I didn't like the red hue. I didn't mind the match, so I gave it 4 out of 5. And then your men's Survivor Series match.
I gave the Fiend versus Bryan a 4 out of 5 as well.
Yeah.
The men's Survivor Series match, I think they absolutely fucked Walter. They should have given him a similar ending to that they gave to Strowman, both getting counted out because they was brawling on the outside. I think that would have been great, the two big guys. Not enough Ricochet and Randy Orton. It was a good ending, and Keith Lee, basically, he kind of made that match his own.
Yeah. What was your score?
3 3/4.
I gave that 4 1/4 out of 5. And then Mysterio versus Lesnar. Again, a pretty standard, bog standard Lesnar match. And, what can I say about it? Dominic came down and tried to interfere. Lesnar with the kind of F5. It was just standard stuff, but again, pretty fun, wasn't it,
It was, it wasn't a bad match. It kind of perked up towards the end of it, and, there was a slight inkling that you thought Brock might be able to lose the match.
Yeah, I gave it 3 3/4.
I gave that a 3 1/2.
And then the main event, Lynch, Bayley, Baszler.
It was a bit slow at times. It's not my ideal triple threat match, in the way that it went down, having just one-on-one at most times during it. I think there should have been some sort of alliance between Lynch and Bayley, being the 2-4 horsewomen trying to take out Shayna Baszler. But that kind of didn't really come into it. I don't know, it just felt a bit meh.
Yeah, it weren't great, was it? Baszler get the victory. I gave that 3 1/2 out of 5.
I gave that a 3 1/4.
So what was your match of the night then?
My match of the night has got to be Cole versus Dunne.
Well done. My match of the night is the men's elimination match in Survivor Series. And what's your score out of 10?
I'm going to give this 8.
Yeah, no, I'm going to give it an 8 1/4 as well. I think the reasons are it wasn't the best pay-per-view in the world. We didn't really miss out on anything. Yeah, NXT had a couple of really strong performances, but apart from that, there's not really anything. I see a better Cole versus Dunne, Fiend versus Bryan match as you go along. So you're bog standard. So a little bit of a disappointment to end the weekend then, really, wasn't it?
It was, yes. It started off really strong, but again, trying to follow what was delivered at TakeOver, it was a bit of a hardship. Even though they did have a lot of NXT superstars.
Yeah, so, that's a shame, but we'll see what happens as we move along. Our next episode will be Starrcade, celebrating WCW in 1999. But that's it for now. So what are your final thoughts on the weekend, Dan?
It has been a very enjoyable weekend for wrestling. I think NXT's certainly going to be worth a watch on Wednesday. Raw, you could either take it or leave it. It's probably just going to be Everyone holding their head in their hands and a huge change up going on there because they performed so badly at Survivor Series. And SmackDown, I'll probably watch it.
Yeah, well, we'll find out what happens. We'll bring that this week as well. But that's it for now. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at WWE Network Review or
at Vince McDan WWE.
Or I'm at J_Roland. Subscribe to I was about to say subscribe to our YouTube channel, but I'll do that later. Send us an email, WNR podcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram, the WNR podcast. We're on Facebook.
Yes, Facebook. You can find our page with a WWE Network Review podcast. Name subject to change shortly. Or you can come and find me and add me as a friend. I am Vince McDan.
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've got latest clips on there. Podcasts got at the same time. There are other places like SoundCloud.
On your phone.
We're live on Spreaker Radio. Just like to thank everybody that listened to us over the live weekend. And Stitch Radio and iTunes where you can download, subscribe, rate and review there. But that's it. Like I say, next time at Starcade. But until then, I've been James Rowlands and as always I was joined by
Dan White.
Thanks for listening everybody and bye.
Bye.